through various machinations in a few months past. Firstly, of course, you did actually redo the holiday edicts, so congratulations to the party on deciding we are not having a rain of birds or anything similar. How nice of you all. But also that you decided that with it now being spring, that you head out, soon go and invade not invade, but scout out the Orc territory. Which we will cover, but we do have some business that we'll need to attend to before the group can set out on its expedition, unfortunately. Ceres is finally back from her long diplomatic voyage, as she has been gone for the last month and a bit.
You know, I was busy.
And of course, the group has also been affected by the attunement ritual, so you all have access to a 4th attunement slot if needed.
Yes. I don't have anything for it at the moment, but yes.
The option is now open. Before the group, however, can leave the Orc lands, you do need to assign this month's activities for what the council will do. Presumably the council can get to work while you guys are away.
The Meta can do things. That's what we pay them for, right?
You
are paying them, right?
Yes. I mean, everyone is technically getting paid.
Cool.
At least almost everyone is getting paid.
Monopoly money. Is that real?
Is there anything in particular you would like your council to get on with in the current time?
Don't fuck up while we're gone.
I feel like we had things in here actually, but they seem to be missing. It makes me confused.
You had some left over from last time, right?
It's all empty, which tells me we've finished going for everything. But
I think we were finished.
No, we were finished. We just haven't reassigned this month actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So you need to assign tasks for the month before you can set out on the road.
Maybe good old Mizora or Torn can arrest the poachers in the Highlands while we're gone.
Arresting poachers, it could be a decent one.
Yeah.
Very well. Would Lady Ceres like to report anything, by the way, regarding diplomatics efforts of late?
Did you bang him yet, or are you still waiting?
Nah, I'm still waiting on it. You know, the old man's got that chest that he built on called a royal advisor. You know, I would have. But,
the chastity belt called impotence.
Cock blocking me the entire way, I swear. So the dwarves weren't up for an alliance. It seems as if there is some counter diplomacy at play in Shattershield Hall.
Who dares?
I know, right? And the High Duchy has agreed to aid us in any conflict against the Revenant Horde, like militarily.
Right.
And I've been given some insight as to how I might win them over to bring them into a full alliance with us. Which there's several options, effectively. All to sort of win their favour. Some of which I know that we won't do, and some that I think we will be happy to do. So, ultimately, okay. Also found out that the High Duke is related to the young Duke Ruin of, you know, the young Duke with the regents we went to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're related.
Interesting. Oh.
I mean, all nobility are related somewhere.
Yeah. but it's
You
not.
take the European approach to nobility.
It's not super far distant in relations.
Okay.
So, yeah, interesting stuff. Got to keep an eye out for stuff if we ever find ourselves in the old capital. But you know,
that might be.
oof.
What capital are we talking about?
We're talking
Jeez.
the old capital of the Blackwood.
Oh.
Like their ancestral capital, Hammer Watch.
Oh, is that in here somewhere?
On the map here,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, we can probably have a look-see.
as I'll inform the group properly, that the group has been asked to keep an eye out for old royal regalia that was once kept there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's being used as a chamber pot by some ogre or something.
Undoubtedly. But I don't know. Some of them might be interesting. We might not give all of them back because some might have interesting stuff. I mean, one is a family blade. Who knows how cool that is?
Sure.
And one is a tome of lineage and bloodlines, and we might use that to our advantage.
Use that to fabricate claims.
Pretty much.
Did you know that the High Duke was actually nephew to a elf who is actually half sister to Ceres?
I mean, direct line.
It doesn't matter that Ceres doesn't know who her father is. It doesn't matter.
No.
With a powerful with a lineage book like that, all it would take is a dedicated effort to do some alterations to it, and well,
Just, ask our very trusty, not at all creepy spy master if it's true or not.
Exactly.
Yes, it is. It's like, oh yeah, very trustworthy.
making reliable alterations might take time, but that's fine. It gives you a good ground for fabricating claims under.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll see what we can do with that, but
If you can find it.
if we can find it. Otherwise,
There's like a ceremonial crown, and a ceremonial necklace. Apparently, it's an heirloom.
Yep. Other than that, I now have 21 int.
The headband of intelligence got upgraded. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I'm just that smart now.
Wait,
Until
21?
someone-
22?
21. I have +5 intelligence.
Well, good for you.
Yes.
I have in my notes that Vikas took like a 600 KP from the party's dash.
Yep. We dealt with that.
Okay.
But yeah, just so everyone's up to speed with what's happening diplomatically at this point.
Yeah.
At this point, you may now proceed to. Yeah, I need the council things to be assigned, but other than that,
I have a suggestion.
go ahead.
Something that Isaac would like to spearhead, presumably for the mystical department. And that would be to that would,
Wait. Yeah, he's very loud, so it comes through mine. And I don't know when he's doing it, so I can't tell. I'm just going to keep myself muted. Sorry, Sheep, go on.
Oh, that caught me off guard. And that plan is to construct
sorry.
that plan is to construct an orphanage in Pinewood.
Okay.
Fucking old.
What
Are we
does an
talking a
orphanage
regular?
do?
Are you talking a regular orphanage, or are you wanting? Or is there a particular purpose to it separate to normal?
I mean, the purpose of it is to act as an orphanage. Of course, the ulterior motive is that if there's any place to recruit Isaac's future regiment of urban druids, it's probably like the urchins and the people who have lived in the cities in squalor and whatnot, and had to survive that way. And if they have a nice place to go to instead, they can first be helped and be given a better life, and two, maybe recruited from there, and their hard-earned skills put to use for future useful goals, whatever those might be.
Well, if you would like to do such, the estimated price of an orphanage at current market rates is 65 build points.
Yeah, it seems good enough. 65? How much do we have? We have like
198.
Right? I mean, it would be a good chunk of the airship budget.
Urban Druid sounds like a good like outdoor clothing store.
I mean, I have to admit, yeah, I could totally see that.
That's the next step. Shops and breweries and branding.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna do some setup then.
But that would be something I would like to build up Pinewood for my purposes a bit as a long-term goal. Doesn't have to be this turn. Doesn't have to be now if we're saving for something. But I just wanted to throw that into the ring.
I go for it. I'm sure we have orphans after the war.
As I know, also the price of buildings will fluctuate over time, so keep that in mind.
As far as I can tell, the orphanage also gives manpower, which Pinewood is currently pretty heavily in the negatives.
Yes, generally speaking, pretty reliably, anything that's housing related, including like an orphanage, would increase overall manpower.
Seems good.
Okay. Would you like that to go into the free construction slot, or would you like to go in the mystical slot for the turn?
I feel like I want to put that into the mystical slot, unless we have something else there. But I didn't see anything that immediately seems super important.
Okay. Construct a building.
So, I have an idea for administration if we're gonna go more personal touch for this month. I think the administration is making or going to create a merchant guild under the kingdom's name for the kingdom. But for the kingdom, we have mines, we have trade deals, we have fish, we have all kind of huge trade. It needs a brand, so it's gonna be making a merchant guild.
The Ashen Trading Guild or Ashen Incorporated.
Or the Phoenix Trading Guild, maybe.
Something like that.
But yeah, that is what admin is gonna be.
Okay. That takes some significant effort for admin, but that's a good project.
The Phoenix Consortium. Syndicate.
Not syndicate. No.
Yes, the syndicate.
Yeah.
Yes.
It will also give you some ability to do a little bit of market manipulation if you need to, since you'll have a trade guild you can work through.
It gives also like connection to merchants and our trade deals like under merchants and diplomats. So it's not like hanging on with diplomats only. Yeah, that's gonna be what admin gonna do.
Okay. Any suggestions for diplomatic leadership or military?
I'm still trying to figure that out, if I'm honest.
Diplomatic still has plenty of choices.
There's so many choices. That's, I think, half the problem.
Maybe these are just suggestions ones as well, but
yeah.
Is leadership gonna continue education of dwarves now without the king?
Well, now that Amenazar has instilled some, the incredible idea of being an awesome knight with incredible powers serving him.
which will passively happen without you being there now, because the program has started.
Yes. Well, I mean, if more of a hands-on approach is needed, then I was gonna, assign one of the others to maybe sort that out. Like Arkland, for example, was a pretty good project for him to take a closer look at if he can. Apart from that,
As an activity for leadership, you can try to promote one of the councillors who currently has only a +3 in their proficiency modifier. Try to bring them up.
True. All right, listen, Ander, you need to. we need to put you in some training here, right?
You wanna try Give
Look
him
at this, all
promotion.
the people. There's like +8s in here. You want to be like that, right?
Okay. You want to see if you can get him leveled up here.
Yeah, send them on like a seminar or something.
Okay. I mean, leadership, that's totally something you can do.
Give them the
Mandatory,
book to read.
a mandatory training retreat.
How to get better. That's the book.
Leadership 101.
Yeah, don't suck.
Okay, that works. If you would like, Sir Gillian can just handle what's going on in military for now and just automate that for you.
Yep.
In which case, he's going to just default it to train or promote a unit, and he's just going to help. He's just going to start training up some military units.
Yeah, sounds good.
Do you have anything in particular for diplomatic? And you can also you can set that to automate as well, and just let Lady Eliza and Brother Thane handle it.
I am thinking.
Establish fashion trend.
I was considering it. No, I'm thinking that I want to find out who's working against us in Shattershield Hall.
Ooh. Okay.
So
That's not on the list, but I will add that now for you.
because whoever it is, screw them in particular. But yeah, I feel like that is pertinent to future plans.
Counter diplomacy, Shattershield Hall.
Yeah, I don't know.
In this case, counter diplomacy, but you know.
Yeah. We're really nesting our diplomacies here.
Mm-hmm. The point is, it seems like they've got a diplomat. Someone else has got a diplomat, and they're currently sabotaging for you.
Yes, whoever they are. We need to.
Now to send your own diplomat to sabotage their diplomat.
Yeah.
It's the Illuminati.
Yeah, we could be. I wouldn't put it past them.
That will then leave, if you want to, you've got an extra construction slot open and a research slot open. Is there anything else you wish to build? If not, that's fine.
I would, for the research, I would either go Wings of Rift or the memory shards.
Same. I mean, we're gone twice into the wings. I feel like we should probably try and finish them if we can.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any further construction to attempt?
Where's one of those things? Oh, that's expensive.
Obviously, in the construction page, you'll see a list of sample buildings.
Yeah.
Not exhaustive, but it's a sample list of many things.
What's a tenement?
Like housing.
It's very cramped, very rough kind of housing for the most
Yeah.
part.
I see.
Essentially,
East
cram
London.
people in style housing.
Yeah.
I
Like
see.
that
Like Victoria House.
those buildings that burned down in the UK a few years ago.
Yeah, those were tenements.
Pretty much that. Just
Yeah.
build that.
It is super cheap housing, but if you want to just rapidly make a city expand, or if you
There
just
they were.
desperately have a use for housing, then obviously it even has 0 turn construction cost. I mean, you could just infinitely build them in 1 turn if you want to just keep spamming them. For 0 cost building, you could just 0 time building, you could just build multiple of them in 1 turn. Give you resources.
I mean, I have a construction idea, but it's not on the list.
What's the idea? It's like an action list.
We have those underground tunnels in the Highlands in our Sorkai.
Yeah.
We could turn them like, how do I say, like security tunnels, hidden tunnels, like hidden passageways. So they are more like covered and not defensive. Like they are purposed for it. But like that's just an idea.
Turn them into the tunnels under Dover Castle, sort of.
Yeah.
Which I have explored those, well, most of them, except the asbestos-filled parts.
Yes.
Turn it into a necropolis like Minas Tirith.
That could definitely also be.
I mean, they could
Yes.
just be a mausoleum for the kingdom.
Yeah, then I can feast like the heathen kings of old.
You could. I mean, yeah, the caves and such under there. There's plenty of room for it for a lot of things that could be built.
Weren't there like dark spirits or something down there?
I mean, there are.
Yeah,
There are some elemental spirits and similar things down there.
Yeah, elemental spirits like druidic murals, stories on the walls, that sort of thing.
Okay.
I would be hesitant to turn that into a necromancy-filled cathedral or whatever.
A necropolis.
Yeah.
Would we get any magical bonuses for a necropolis down there?
I mean, you would, you could get magical bonuses if you want to build a magical building down there centered on top of those things.
I mean, it doesn't have to be necromancy. It doesn't always have to be necromancy.
The point
If you want magic.
The point is the bonus would apply to a necromantic building or not a necromantic building. Both are applicable.
See, I mean, we could maybe like build a shrine down there if you wanted to like extract some of the magic in a more cooperative fashion rather than setting the ley line on fire, which I would be against.
I will say that we have a shocking amount of no necromancy in this place.
You have necromancers, but no dedicated necromancy.
Above ground, go ahead. Just underground in those specific caves.
God damn it.
What about like a necromantic suburb around the city?
I mean, you
Build
have.
me a cigarette.
I mean, Sorkai has been recently expanded. And those new wards haven't been filled in yet. So,
Build me a doom temple.
I mean, how much is the price of a temple? Slightly outside your budget, 148.
Whoa.
I mean, if we have the build points and want to invest into economy a bit, one of the buildings I've been eyeing would be a brewery in Pinewood. It's got a lot of like forest and nature around it, as far as I can gather, considering the sawmill and fishery. Could make some fancy craft brews there to sell.
Sure.
Brewery is entirely within reason something that could be built. It's cheap. It takes 1 turn. I say cheap.
We are gonna
46
need
turns.
alcohol from somewhere.
And I'm gonna assume it has like plus income.
Yeah, brewery can produce you income, assuming you're wanting to sell the goods onto the market.
I think so.
If it's a building
instead of a brewery, it can be exclusive winery, which just boosts your grandeur because you're producing tons of like fancy wine, not selling it necessarily. It's like, I think you want to go brewery for selling purposes.
I mean, sure, and income is good income.
Yeah.
Construction of brewery. We're just giving Pinewood a massive expansion today.
Yeah, I approve. I like that place. It's my place. Just stab my name on it.
At this point, the Shatter Shield reconstruction dwarves have left, by the way.
Okay.
Though, in fairness, you've already done most reconstruction, so that's not a huge issue. They have now left. Okay. With that, that's everything plugged in. Your council can get on with business while you handle whatever you're doing. Which I suppose means the group would like to set out into the Blackwood.
Let's go.
I see you're all on the Blackwood hex map anyway, I think, or most of you are. But I believe the Fog of War for you should look like the old style map.
Yep.
Excellent, that module was working correctly.
Hooray.
As was warned before, the Blackwood likely has changed significantly given the map you have is almost 50 years out of date. So things may have changed since then, but...
Go to the center, and there's just a cyberpunk metropolis full of orcs.
Welcome to City 1. You're like,
The point is, no human has gone to the center of the place and left, to your knowledge, in the last, 50 years. The orcs have kind of been busy. you don't really know much about what's going on here. But obviously you have the old map to refer to as reference, so that actually give you a basic lay of the land. With that, I do have to ask a few questions to set us out. Firstly of which is, how will you be traveling? Do you plan to travel on foot, which leaves open the option of like stealth? Or do you plan to go by horse, which is faster, but stealth is not really an easy option on horse?
Amanas is riding Glory, his incredibly awesome magical horse.
Yeah, I feel like it's not about stealth, it's about sending a message.
I don't know. You can pass without trace horses. They're creatures.
They are creatures.
I mean, you can technically pass without trace horses. But your horses also tend to be quite skittish, so except for the magically summoned one.
My horse is very smart.
Can you
Smart-
like slow
famously
your
smarter than me,
Pegasus?
although it's not anymore.
Anymore.
But it is a
I
battle
increased my
back.
intelligence.
It is.
Right.
It has been a battle for the intelligence.
Also,
I have finally outsmarted my horse.
It's not ready.
For you, sheep, because I know you before. You also said you wanted to be able to fly around the burb.
yeah.
That I am accepting as a thing. What I'll be allowing for that is slightly from inspiration from what we did for the Age of Ashes game. With essentially, I will give you the option of being able to scout an adjacent tile out without actually going there.
Okay, so like
But you could just fly overhead. So each day, as part of the action economy, you can just fly to adjacent tile and say, "What's there?"
sure.
I-
Also, regarding pass without trace, that's not gonna work for long-term exploration. Like, its concentration lasts for an hour, only within 30 feet of Isaac, so he couldn't just fly away. I don't think it's gonna be super relevant for like long-term exploration here.
I don't think we're very stealthy anyway, so I would imagine we're just gonna go by horse. So
Yeah.
That makes
fine.
sense.
no, I think going fast is fine.
Okay.
Because if we're not stealthy, then we can get there fast anyway, instead of being spotted and then having to walk over.
A lot of the forester area will slow you down a bit just because it's forest. It's dense forest without necessarily roads in it. So, and unfortunately, most of the map is like forest or hills, so not great for you. But we will make our best. Okay. We're checking 5th edition. What is the speed of a horse? 60.
I could run faster. Poor horse.
I mean, the horse can dash too. So if you're dashing, it can dash.
Yeah, but it doesn't have cunning action, so
True.
Well, yeah,
Maybe
but
maybe
yeah.
it's a cunning horse.
it doesn't
Yeah.
have haste either.
Give it
so-
rogue levels for cutting action on the horse.
Yeah.
but going by this chart, okay, that means you do. Okay, so you'll be able to on horseback travel 2 tiles in a day, even through the forest.
Alright.
3 tiles if it was purely flat land, which is really not anywhere near here, but there are spots with some flat area. The horses will struggle if you go into mountainous terrain, but I think that's a future problem for you to deal with.
Yeah.
Sadly, they're not Skyrim horses; they cannot go up a vertical cliff.
Yet. You can train them.
Not unless you're giving them a walk.
Well,
We'll get a Pegasus later, so
is
that's
there
fine.
like horseshoes of flying in this game or something? I don't know.
I mean, probably.
There are.
But with that, though, the other thing is, what is your food situation going to be like?
Good berries, I think.
Yes, Isaac can, with a single level 1 spell slots, summon 10 berries, which count as sustenance for 1 creature 1 day.
And let's see, there are going to be a total of, if we include horses for each of you, 10. So just enough.
Well, not for Isaac because he's his own horse, right?
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
mean-
need a horse.
I mean, yeah, technically he has his own horse, but so technically you have 9 creatures and 10 good berries, so you're fine.
We're good.
I guess
Also, I could also use 2 first level spell slots if I
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Yes, but the point is, I just need. In that case, I will not ask you to track. I will not ask you to track food and water if you're gonna eat a slot each day for good berry.
I have a question that I need to ask about food.
Go ahead.
Will she need to be like in animal diet for this thing for the blood? Like the good berry is sustenance, it revives me, but like it's not the blood.
Yeah.
So it's like
So, in your case, you can still your biology can still be sustained by just the good berry. However, it won't get rid of the craving. It won't get rid of the edge.
so time to time she will go hunt some animal. She's now on animal diet. Because I don't think I can acquire gallons and gallons of blood just to have it somewhere.
Sadly, not. It expires rather quickly.
Well,
Yes.
how much do you need per day? That's the
Not
question.
much, but like it's something that she will have to do time to time.
Yeah, it's not much. It's just a case of you can't really store blood for long-term periods unless you're planning to cast like gentle repose on a giant like barrel of blood.
I don't have that spell. Second note regarding to camping,
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you now that if Ciel has a spell lot of 4, she will always repair private sanctum around the camping when we are set to camp.
For camp supplies, you can just bring those on the horses. That's not an issue for you to just bring tents and all similar.
I picked up the wondrous spell, knowing that we're going to be doing exploration, of Tiny Hut.
Hey, nice.
That would be more comfortable than a tent.
So we'll get our good sleep. The animals won't, sadly. Because it's only for medium and smaller creatures.
Can't get Mordekainen's mansion.
I mean, I got what I wanted.
All right.
Yeah. You still have the option of bringing the camping equipment anyway on the back of the horses. It doesn't cost you anything, so might as well.
I think that's a 7th level spell, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Mordekai's Magnificent Mansion, level 7. I don't even have a
Obviously,
sync
yes.
yet.
But obviously, yeah, something like the tiny hut would be more comfortable than the tents.
Yeah. And safer.
And safer. If that's all, with that though, that answers all the basic questions I need for you to set out. The only last thing I suppose is who is being your, I suppose, your lead track, your kind of lead track or lead explorer for this. I'm going to presume it's the druid.
I would think so, yeah.
I think that's a safe bet. Yeah.
I can aid you some.
I just need confirmation that it is the druid being the lead explorer.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
not
lead. I can
contest.
aid you.
Just so if I'm making rolls, I know whose sheet to make it off.
I will
Yeah.
aid Isaac, but Isaac can lead.
Isaac's been traveling through nature like a hermit for years. He knows how this works.
Okay then, that's fine.
I don't know if rank sewers count as nature.
They are
No,
a form of
actual nature.
Let's sort out my spell book.
He came from the city, went to the druids, and after he left the druids, he like climbed mountains and shit just to get in tune with nature.
You had a training montage.
Oh yeah.
Cue the Rocky 4 music.
In which case, though, you had to spend the first 3 days of the month just kind of getting through like your diplomatic business and like your administrative business. That means you will enter on the 4th of Verdanium, the first month of spring, and you are free then to explore as you wish. I will require each evening rolls for the camping, but we'll handle that then.
What is our goal? To find them as quickly as possible, to cover as much ground as possible? Because I think we just go basically northeast and go straight for where the
Well-
map says there's cities and whatnot.
I
Just
mean-
hit the capital.
Either we go like here or we go like this keep. That is in the side.
I think. Yeah, do we know what this was?
For what details you have, a old noble family castle built up upon the high cliffs, extremely defensible. Though there are no reports of the family having survived.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, if we can,
treasures.
it might be if we can scout our way there and secure a route to that place, we could have like a base to operate out from potentially. Like if we try to move troops in.
Yeah, I like that.
That is something else, of course, yeah, because if you want to have your troops have a better chance than his, finding good places for supply posts that are defensible will be a needed thing, so your troops will have base of operations. As it stands right now, you are like several days in right now, and there's like just open forest. There's nowhere good here for a campsite.
Yeah.
I
And
guess we
like,
go like southeast.
and even though we're pretty good at killing, we can't kill all the orcs ourselves. We need troops in here, but we need places for them to go.
Yeah, you will be drowned out by numbers, unfortunately.
We're basically trying to rob the orcs of their home field advantage a bit by scouting. That's how I understood it.
By scouting and sabotaging and such. You are free then to move up to 2 tiles in the day, so one at a time, please. But where would you like to go?
Here and then here.
Yeah.
Okay. As the group travels onwards, the train so far has been very much as you expected it to be. Out of curiosity, while you were flying that way, would you like to scout any adjacent tiles to anywhere on the route?
Sure. Let's see what's actually like we're going. Let's look at this hill. I want to know this hill. Yes, it's a hill.
The hillside there does not have anything special. It needs a tile as you're going. Though the hillside does show recent signs of there having been an orc patrol in the area. As you see, like the remnants of campsites and a half-built watchtower up there, but only half-built.
Do we have resources enough to have Pass Without Trace cast, or how long does that last?
And the last
Its
hour.
concentration lasts for an hour and only near Isaac. So
It's
Okay.
not.
maybe if he didn't scout and used
Yeah.
like a bunch of spell slots on it.
That's
You'd be
fine.
eating most of your spell slots to get it running for a day, though.
But if we need to super stealth at one point, it's a good option.
Yeah.
As you head into this hex here, the hex opens up into a rather large area of farmland. And very similar to how it was on the map, the farmland looks to be in the same place it was before and largely intact. As you see large open fields with crops growing and human-style buildings dotted around. Though everything seems... Though it's quite empty at the moment here. You don't really see any people around, but the buildings look fine.
Do the fields look like they've been actively maintained?
Many of them have like plow marks from the recent few days. Which
The
makes sense.
people are gone.
People are missing, but there's no signs of damage.
The hill had a half-built watchtower with presumably also no sign of actual
There was no people.
construction with it.
No.
Okay.
How strange. Where'd they go?
When did they go?
As you're kind of heading through this hex, and it's getting quite late at this point. Can I get a perception check from everyone, please?
Sure.
Fine.
Actually, I think Bert Isaac has advantage.
Insight and hearing, yeah.
If it relies on sight, I have advantage.
For everyone else, it doesn't rely on sight, but if you're a bird and flying overhead, it will rely on sight in your case.
All right, I am in fact a bird. That made no difference.
Isaac.
As you're kind of flying along, two things happen. Ciel, you hear a distant scream. just a like really loud, slightly blood-curdling scream. And
Oh.
Isaac, you suddenly notice from one of the farmlands further in a twinkling white light, actually a bunch of twinkling white lights that really stand out against a like sunsetting background. You couldn't really see them before the sun was beginning to set, but now you can see these like twinkling lights moving around.
Isaac narrows his hawk eyes before relaying it via the telepathic connection that I assume we have.
Yep. I mean, Vicus will point it out. Where is it? Exactly?
It's up ahead, quarter mile ahead.
All right. Mention that.
Did the scream come from that direction also?
Came from that direction as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Sailor will point that out.
All right.
Can Isaac fly closer to get a better look?
You can. Presumably the group is going to go on foot approaching that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Isaac, you fly further up ahead. And what you see is another farmland like any other. But this one, you see people. Well, people. They don't, some of them don't entirely look human anymore.
Anymore.
Well, the scene that you immediately kind of notice flying overhead, though it's a little hard to properly focus with like twinkling lights, which seem to be coming from vaguely humanoid people. You think they're humanoids at least, it's hard to tell in the kind of the light blur. But between them, you're seeing other figures, like walking corpses currently tearing bodies apart.
Undead, yeah.
It's hard to get a good glimpse, but yeah, undead seem to be undead, and whatever these glowing individuals are seem to be attacking a farmstead.
I do a little circle above and relay the information.
You can see there's some struggling going on as you're there, but it's again, you're kind of high up in the sky at the moment. You can't make out good detail.
And he is a hawk.
Make out some detail at least.
Some detail. Yeah, he's not gonna rush in there by himself. Not a huge surprise that we're meeting undead. Surprised that there's people alive still, to be honest. She's gonna wait for the others to catch up.
Can
As-
we spot what kind of undead they are?
Not from here. It's too far away to make out for you. You'll be able to try and identify them once you're closer, but obviously at that point, you're in range.
And we shall approach.
Okay. You're going into this situation prepared.
Yeah.
You guys have advantage of. You knew this was happening before you got there.
How many undead are we? Like, how big of a force does this seem to be?
It wasn't the clearest, but based on the number of like twinkling lights, there was at least like at least half a dozen of like the twinkling creatures, and at least a good handful of some form of undead. At least a dozen foes, Isaac would think. It's hard, he wasn't able to get a good number necessarily from the distance, but at least a dozen foes.
All right. Well,
A dozen and a half.
some undead in there. Sure. I'll go in with protection from good and evil cast on myself. That works against undead.
Given that we're prepped going in, can I like sneak in, like to the side somewhere? Like not with the party, but like alongside them somewhere else.
You can. You kind of got two choices. You can try and there seems to be fighting going on in one of the fields. You could try to kind of slink around behind the crops and kind of approach up there.
Yeah, I
could-
think that's a good option. Anything that's open is better for me because I have the means to teleport. So the fields sound like a good bet for me if I can sneak up there.
You know,
Okay.
I'll make it even easier for you to sneak up there.
Yeah.
Take the Arcane Abeyance Orb of Greater Invisibility.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
For Isaac, do I have to confirm, are you going in human form or are you being an animal for this arrival?
Isaac gonna stay as a hawk for a little bit. He's most likely going to land at the edge of the actual combat once we get there, but he'll get real close while he's
Yeah, I'm just trying. Just so do you want me to start you in battle as a hawk, or
Yeah.
I just need to know what if I was starting you as a hawk or not. That's all. Wow, hawks have like a hit point.
Yeah. And I'll study. But they're tiny and fast.
So the question comes if are the days 8-hour days or are we like 16-hour days? Like
For the purpose of travel, you can only reasonably travel 8 hours before the group's going to start getting tired.
okay. So in that case, Ceres for
You're on the very edge of that at the moment, but yeah.
yeah. So Ceres for travel can put just before we leave, basically everyone with Gift of Alacrity and Shield, and then she'd just do her recovery. So I'm gonna do the. It kills my first level slots straight off the bat, but yeah, kind of worth it.
Yeah, for what, D8s extra?
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
D8 extra initiative, and it lasts 8 hours, so she can do it before they head off for the day, and it will last throughout the day. Even if we're coming to the end of that 8 hours.
Sure, can add 5 to mine then, so 16 initiative total for me.
I need to.
You've already rolled, have you? Go ahead and update.
You are here. Rolled 1d8.
Yeah, let me go ahead and move you.
Oh,
What's up?
it rolled me twice with one click.
Oh yeah, I'm there twice too.
What?
Oh, interesting. It's adding you onto the tracker for me, but I already added you. Okay, that's weird.
Oh, I rolled a 32.
Yes, I rolled 31 first.
I rolled
Get
a
outta here,
19
Ceres.
and an 11 somehow, and a 25. How did I roll 3 times? I clicked once.
I don't know.
Oh, well.
Vicus and Ceres just high five.
I'm on the tracker 3 times. Help.
I can't remove myself, unfortunately.
I will figure that out in a
Good
second.
news. This ritual has given us, legendary status. Now we have multiple initiatives.
I have
You-
broken the timelines.
You wish.
The Aeons will come after us next session.
Oh, no.
It has
Well,
been
again.
We are the
foretold.
boss monsters.
How long does the invisibility last? A minute?
Greater invisibility is a minute, yes.
Oh, okay.
You
I mean,
have the
basically,
orb
like,
for
yeah.
the next hour, and you can cast it using an action.
Right, because I was gonna say, like, once I start sneaking close, I would probably just pop it, but
Great invisibility is like 4 combat.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
wait till combat then. I'll pop it.
Your sneak's good is so good to get in. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's a
Agreed.
problem. But did you have to clear initiative? Oh.
Yep,
Yeah,
this
that's fine.
is
I'll
the
react you guys
moment
manually.
show now.
Sweep it.
The big bad of the campaign, Mage Woman.
Mage woman.
She is probably not the big bad.
Session 1 of Hexpiration, recently tended fields, and now all caps Mage Woman.
I mean, if she is in prison, we know we are gonna like hire her. Like that's the theme already.
So long as she's not insane, Well, so long as she's not murderously. I mean, no, so long as she's
As
not.
long as she's not antagonistic, no
There
matter
you
her
go.
So
mental
long as she's not
state.
Yeah.
There you go.
antagonistic, they will recruit her.
As
Yeah.
long as we can use her.
As long as she's coherent and not antagonistic. And useful.
I could always do with more apprentices.
Sorry, I have really bad cough.
You are
Gonna
dying,
put some on
man.
that. Yeah, it's bad.
Dying. It's awful. Was I? Oh, Wild Duck's fixing these. I looked at how much it costs for the spells that I have available to scribe into my spell book. It's going to cost me 1,000 gold so far.
Okay, can everyone let me know what their first roll they got was?
32.
30... Halldamir?
No, it was 32.
It was 32, I know. 30, 31.
What was that? 31.
Yeah, you just sound so suspicious. I don't believe you.
What was the first one for
16.
Aminus?
16.
First one for the burb?
31? Like, what the fuck is wrong with
25.
you people?
I'm a rogue. What do you mean? What is wrong with
What the
me?
fuck do you mean?
This is my thing.
I add intelligence to my initiative, and I added.
D8.
I got a 8 on my D8 and a 17 on my roll. So.
And what was your roll, Isa?
10.
10.
Ceres is so in tune with time that she's speedy when it comes to initiative.
Okay. We'll see how this goes.
I don't really know how it works, but I'm not complaining.
Do we have a battle map?
Will, let's go ahead and...
Was that Pokemon theme music when you go into a battle?
Dun, dun.
Yeah. Throw the ball.
I love that loading.
Glowing. So they're just glowing?
As you charge up to the scene, what you bear witness to is a few sights. On your immediate left, most of the group comes to seeing inside the small field. The doors are open for that. The gates are open. You see a corpse of what you're guessing is probably was a farmer, currently being chewed apart by two kind of slightly decayed, kind of walking corpses. Their flesh kind of peeled back to the bone. You can see their ribs and like all the little joints and ligaments showing. Little bits kind of just of exposed wound open as they just kind of chew away with a snarl. Meanwhile, you see another man who, for all effective purposes, looks absolutely like a regular person ahead of you. Now you're close enough to not be hit by the glare, except their skin is pale and they're just glowing with a radiant light.
I knew holy powers sucked. There you go.
So you also notice from the ravenous corpse chewing away at the body, part of the body getting dissolved, getting broken up into a glowing light.
Oh.
As if the corpse was being evaporated just into energy. In the southern side, you see a few commoners currently running around, as well as a... Well, it's not actually easy to tell her age, but a human woman there, hand outstruck, firing spells out and trying to keep the undead off her.
Well.
The initiative will go to Lady Talaniel.
Yeah, Ceres will cast an ice storm. Pretty simply.
Where?
Like so. I rolled minimum? You kidding me?
You rolled 5 on 46.
Jesus.
What the fudge? Oh my god, dude.
That's
rigged.
That is awful.
Contact Foundry right now.
Wow. Well, deck saves. DC
I should make those-
19
I
now.
should make those public for you.
One succeeded.
On success from corpse number 12. That corpse.
That was one of the corpses I hoped would fail, but you know. Terrible damage. Terrible damage.
They have taken the damage.
Disappointed.
No, as far as you can tell, your spell had full effect.
Yeah. It's fine. But Ceres will move there. They are, however, slowed.
Does the ice storm remain, or does it go poof?
It lasts this turn. Like it stays there for the turn, but the area in which it is for this turn is difficult terrain.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now then.
Yes. I pressed end turn and that ended Vicus's turn.
I also pressed it. There we go.
It's me. Oh god, everything's gone to stop my screen. There we go. I fixed it. I guess I'll pop the pearl with my action to go greater invis.
Oh my.
Then I realize that unless I do an action to attack, I can't actually use my bonus action for anything else. So
Really?
I'll get closer. Well, I'm invisible, so what if I just go over here and then cunning action? Since I'm invisible, cunning action hide.
Yeah.
And I don't know what sense these undead things have, but I do have my boots, which gives me advantage on stealth checks for moving silently. But if they have any other senses, I guess it doesn't matter. But
Please go ahead and roll me a stealth check at advantage.
All right, it's a 29.
Hopefully they don't know that you're there.
Hopefully so. And that is me.
Burb!
But indeed. All right, I've got a better overview over the situation. I can see 3 commoners and the mage woman.
That's what you can currently see, yep.
Isaac will land, use a bonus action to turn back into Isaac, as it turns out, because he has to cast a spell. And he would like to cast Wall of Stone, creating a wall from the gravel in the farmland that I will have trouble drawing precisely.
If you can identify for me where it should be, if perhaps using like the drag ruler.
The drag ruler. I want to basically.
Where it should go.
How do I right click? How do
I can-
I make it?
I don't know how to make it turn. I can't remember how to.
Follows like.
Control or something?
Oh, yeah.
Control?
Press control. Can.
Basically, I want to separate the mage woman, the commoners, from most of the evil stuff. There's one of those glowing people that I can't block out, but something like this.
Okay. 1 second. I will get out a pen tool and I will draw that.
I basically got 200 feet of wall to work with if I use the 3-inch fake version. And I basically just want to cordon these people off as best as I can here. And maybe a bit over here as well. To hide them as well.
Like that.
Yep. That's fine by me.
As suddenly the wall erupts out of the.
And that will be Isaac's turn for the time being. Druidic words of power. The earth shelters these poor people. You know, from most of them except that one guy. But maybe the mage woman can handle that one.
This Ravenous core lunges forward and then slams straight into a brick wall. And then looks really annoyed. as he then like turns, though he like almost like an owl, his like head turns more than it should first before his body starts to catch up.
Ew.
As he'll then begin to like 20, 30.
Okay, stop. I'm gonna attack of opportunity from my
Yes.
invisible states. Let's see
You-
here.
You are free to. Would you like to also just stop his movement entirely?
Uh,
You can do that as an attack since he passed through your tile or tried to.
Can?
I can. I thought
He
you.
shouldn't be able to pass through your tile to begin with, so if you just don't let him through, then he can't go through.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I won't let him through, and I will attack.
Stop at
Yeah, there we go.
And
Do I have advantage since I'm invisible, right?
Yeah.
You
mean-
should.
I mean, if nothing else, you're stealthed, so
Yeah, but
You know.
it just means I get sneak attack now.
Yep.
So,
That is. Yeah.
oh,
Oh, we're being
Halldamir.
robbed. We're being robbed,
Could have
Valky.
killed it.
as you
Fine.
stab into the corpse, and suddenly the corpse knows there's someone there, as he just got stabbed by a glowing knife.
Yo.
As he like pauses, looks down at like the glowing wound. His head tilts even further from him as he looks vaguely at you, like where you should be, confused, and then like lashes out a claw.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's definitely a no.
It also has disadvantage, but that doesn't matter.
I mean, there you go.
uh,
Perhaps there was a surprise of, what?
yeah. Awesome.
This corpse kind of rotates around, looking towards where the words of power were spoken from. And almost going on all fours, like some rabid animal, rushes up,
Oh, Lord.
letting out like this snarl, just. Can't attack this turn, though. This one, however, will go over here and just leap a solid, like, air.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of these.
As it was a straight line, so he's going to just go ahead and leap and try to pin C out of.
Let's
Uh-oh.
see if I can actually strike that. I forget if I need to be close to them. I might have to be. I have Sentinel.
I think as if it's in
let's see.
your reach. with Sentinel?
Yeah, I need to be within 5 feet of it.
Uh,
Even if I have reach, it's on.
That's a miss.
Their rolls are terrifying me. They're low, which either means that there's just going to be so many of them, or they're going to hit like trucks when they do hit.
I think they have additional effect when they hit.
I'm so scared.
I believe that claw is a hit.
Yes, that is it.
Additional effect is that you die instantly.
That will be 6. That will be 6 points of slashing damage and a Constitution save, please.
Against what effect, basically?
Negative levels.
Drain.
Oh, we're at negative levels. Oh no.
Minus 500
Okay.
million XP.
You are fine as the claw slashes into you. Though you do notice after it lunges with its teeth are like glowing slightly white, like a silver brilliance. Almost reminiscent to Amadeus in a way.
What?
What?
This is an outrage.
What?
Radiant undead? What's this? Blasphemy.
Did you take into account
Aha.
difficult terrain?
Yes, which means it can't do anything else this turn.
Yeah, Sarah gives him the finger.
Oh, Ambrose is like, finally,
like-
my...
I was like,
Like he went onto all
ah.
fours as well to charge at you, but he kind of like slipped and slid along the like ice.
I'm gonna like raising the halberd. Hey, it's my turn, and then
It is your turn.
Yay! Okay. Well, is Isaac gonna? Is he planning to grow or anything?
Excuse me?
You know what I mean.
Very personal
You
question.
You dirty boy.
I'm undecided. I sort of wanna
All right.
I sort of wanna go over and help those commoners behind the wall.
Okay.
Oh
well,
gosh. Okay.
in that case, because I then I can step like here. I don't block your growth. As we'll step here, and he will slash at the corpse to the south of him using his fantastical thing. 29 to hit for minimum damage.
Makes it though.
Fuck.
That is
Happening.
The ones
happening?
are everywhere tonight.
this is that was upsetting.
They've rolled ones, we've rolled ones.
Never mind. I'm sure
This is a low impact combat, everyone.
Here we go.
12 to hit.
Unfortunately, I missed by 1.
Yeah.
Reroll that.
Okay.
While I find the button.
Yes.
Yes, this one.
Sarah's desperately looking over her control panel. Where's the button?
Time travel, go.
Let's see. Can I right click and reroll? No, that's the other thing. Okay, I'll roll again. Hey, that would be a hit. That would be like
It would be.
yes. So 16 magical slashing and then 9 lightning on top of it. Yeah.
Yes. Sarah saw the
Continue my move
time
up here.
where it died.
Continue my move up here because, you know, that's how 5e works. I can move away. Continue my move. So I go up here and defend the other side.
This one just approaches towards Ceres. One will leap the fence as well. Fighting at Amanus.
With
With back
disadvantage. Because of my holy magics protecting myself.
Oh, you're negating their pack tactics.
Yes, suck it.
Like suck tactics.
Yes, yes. Hack tactics, more like hoop tactics. That's a miss. That is a hit, however.
Ooh.
No disadvantage? Good lord. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, it's because they have
Sneak attack.
advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cancels
that's
out
true.
your
Oh, yeah,
disadvantage.
yeah.
Cancels your. Yeah.
19 total?
And a fortune save, please.
Yes.
Constitution.
Yes. Con save.
You're
22. Yep. Divine health and all. Yeah, beer pack.
Run with your pig, commoner, run!
Running!
Take your pig and go.
Flee!
It takes a while. Carrying a pig is quite heavy. But
Maybe leave your pig behind and go.
running!
Price picked.
Do what they say when you're walking your dog through a field of cows. Let the dog go, it's faster than you. It can flee.
Hey.
Hello, good sir.
Not the way for you. There you go.
Yeah, oh. Damn. Thought it fleed.
Moving the corpse.
Sad.
I mean, it's relevant to corpses, but I was kind of getting them.
Yeah.
Thankfully, again, the ice has stopped it from attacking you this turn.
That's why I put it.
This man will also flee with his.
Flee with the sheep. With the pig.
This is a perfect position. There are 5 enemies in 30 feet. Sierra can cast a spell.
Fireball on yourself.
No. I'm gonna use Steel Wind Strike.
Oh yes. Oh wow. Oh.
As Ciel flourishes her rapier and vanishes in the air, making 5 strikes against each of these people. I guess that is for the first guy, copy from like top left to right.
What's this
Miss.
fucking anime shit that we're got?
Yeah, it's a
that-
really good bard
This
spell.
is absolute anime
Yeah.
shit, but miss. Keep going
Yeah.
there.
Let me just make the roll a second. That's a miss again.
Yep.
I mean, I can just do
This damage though.
Yeah,
I can
that was
just do
good.
like this.
60-10, dude.
I'll keep the original damage. It's just I need a new attack rolls. So
Yeah, this would be easier.
hit.
So yeah, 43 force damage on those that hit. Any of them die? I guess that does. And Ciel gonna then teleport here.
Triple kill.
Damn.
As she does a Malbow with her rapier.
I like the idea. Ceres slightly panicking as like one of them comes right up to her face and suddenly anime shit.
Yeah, anime shit. I'm here for it.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Well, this mage woman has a glowing man in front of her. That would be overkill. But you know what's always useful? Do.
Actually, I want to be in here.
Magic missile.
Bread and butter. Damn. All right.
And she just bombards the man to death, though you hear the commoner like screaming out, "Bob, no!"
Not Bob. No.
So the mage woman, as far as you can tell, does not give a verbal response to the cry of a killing Bob.
Bob was his husband.
I think it's the pig, actually.
The pig's
Pig
his
was his
husband?
No, she's shouting Bob because you're traumatizing the pig by killing a man in front of him.
Oh, I see. The poor pig.
Come on, guys, get with the program.
As the mage woman will then move 30 feet that way.
I'm appalled of myself for not thinking about pig PTSD.
It's an exercise for afterwards. Self-reflection.
He's so radiant. It terrifies me.
Yes. He walked all the way up to him.
Looks like a Bollywood protagonist.
Kind of does, yeah.
It's the last 20
This-
minutes of the movie.
This commoner,
All the budget went into the last fight.
Yeah, naturally. Sorry, the dance scene will start soon.
though, before I'm going to go ahead and add some more things to Twitch.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's like 50 of them dropped on the other side of the wall. Just airdropped in. No.
The undead hordes somehow have airships before us.
Yeah.
It's just a lich cackling on a fly.
You may continue.
I don't know.
This goes, right? After your turn? Or now? Or when?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
ice-
end of my turn, it disappears.
Ah, okay. Good.
There's no clusters for me to fireball.
I mean, there is.
I mean,
It just
yeah,
includes Amonis and Isaac.
I don't feel like including
Oh,
that.
you're an evocation wizard. Oh, tut.
I chose time magic instead.
Yeah.
So we'll man, I guess we'll go with bread and butter spells, I reckon. First I'm gonna move down here. Because no thank you.
Fair.
And then Ceres at Corpse 6 there will do the good old fashioned Ray of Frost, I reckon.
Slightly chilly.
Slightly chilly. It's, you know, I need more enemies. That's what I need. To be really.
That is a rare statement for someone to make. I need more enemies.
Yeah, yeah. But the ground effect disappears, so I need to do that. Go.
Yep.
Boop.
The ice is gone.
The ice is melted.
All right. I will attempt to finish this thing off. Let's do this. Is that a miss?
Advantage.
That is a miss.
Oh, advantage. Yeah,
Yeah, still advantage.
I'm invisible.
That's a hit.
All right. I don't sneak attack this one.
It's dead.
All right, then I will saddle my way. How fast can I go? Forget.
8
30.
speed.
Oh wow, that's really fast. Go up here, and then I will. Let's see. What's more dangerous? Well, these corpses, I think. I will throw as a bonus action the Ravenous Corpse 6. That's on CL. That should be a hit.
That's a hit.
I will sneak attack that one. Then I am done.
2 for
Isaac,
1.
not the bird.
Well, about that. Isaac, content that the commoners have had enough of head start, will instead concentrate on summoning a big old storm cloud, casting Call Lightning.
Does that break the wall?
Yes, the wall crumbles. It's only permanent if he concentrates for the entire 10 minutes.
Understood.
But instead, he will cast a 5th level Call Lightning, just sort of in the center, like over that house, I guess.
How big of an area are we talking for this?
60-foot radius.
We're talking like that.
Yes, it is a big old cloud. And
I mean, I suppose just point out where you want the center point, and I will lay this down.
Yep, probably a bit further to the northeast. Like, yeah, stop. Right there. Perfect. And then the first bolt will hit this guy, which will be 5d10 for dex save, if I can find that. Where's Call Lightning? Hello?
I don't know.
I do not like the spell interface in Foundry.
Make sure that you don't have one of the top bars like selected, like action, bonus action, reaction. Like that might, because that is like if it has this thing, then yeah.
Okay, very helpful. How do I actually roll the thing?
Some of the spells aren't very well programmed. Call Lightning is a weird one it doesn't like.
Alright, it is a DC 18 dex save for 5d10 damage.
Understood.
42, that's a lot. He makes it, he takes half. And then Isaac's gonna take a step back, provoking. Why? Help, there's 2.
What?
Oh,
Was it
that's
great?
why initiative was twice.
That's weird.
We're stacked on top of it.
No, because we moved. We're fine. Everyone else moved. Isaac just
Oh,
wants to be
Maybe
special.
That was the bird, Isaac.
Bird Isaac, maybe.
Yeah, he will walk there, provoking if they want to.
They will.
Probably should have
And
provoked first and then cast the spell.
so first swing,
Oh boy.
No.
which also technically at advantage.
That is a hit.
And a Constitution save.
17 damage.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, no,
And
wait, concentration.
yeah, that's a con save, concentration. Yeah.
And the other one instead will take a bite at you.
That's a miss.
Pack tactics.
Is Aminous's aura working for saves? Or
It
do you have to
always
do something
works.
manually? No, but I mean, like
Uh,
in the calculations. I mean.
Oh no,
You're
you have
automatic.
to manually add it.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
remember that.
18 does hit. It's showing 20, but that's not correct. I have 18 AC.
Very well. It bites into you then. Don't do the thing out twice. I try this because I rolled it twice. So there you go.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh.
And also, I need
Yep.
another fortitude save which you're bitten into.
That's bad. I mean, I should have Amanas's
With
+5
Amnes's aura,
in.
you are fine.
Very good. And another con save, which concentration save, which I can't fail. Like that's a 29.
As it bites
Right.
into it, like as the teeth bite into, you'll see your wound is now slightly glowing.
Well, that's awful. Then Isaac's gonna turn into a giant owl and fly away. Or fly
And
up.
owl.
Please. I have a picture for you.
Thank you very much. I will import the stats. I assume it's just giant owl.
It is a giant owl.
Understood.
Oh, it's a pretty owl.
Oh, don't you look beautiful?
I used to.
It is. It's a large owl. It's not the sturdiest of creatures, but it's got dark vision, can fly, and I've got my lightning storm, so I can still do things. Yeah, it'll basically take flight, go straight up, like 40, and that'll be a sun.
1 second.
Here's a question. Does attack of opportunity against Isaac recall Sentinel from Amanus?
If he was within 5 feet when it happened,
He wasn't
yeah.
5 feet at the time.
That is
It
true.
was, yeah.
It's attack another. Yeah.
You'll have to do it for him. He's not here currently.
Whack 'em.
Left one or right one?
Left. Oh, nice.
I'm gonna thwacks it.
Oh, I'm stupid also. Giant owls have flyby. I could have just turned into an owl and flown away and not provoked.
Too late
Yeah,
now.
but then Amnos couldn't have hit it, so you know.
True, yeah, that was the strategy.
That was the plan, right? Yeah, it's okay.
Exactly.
I know you know.
Teamwork.
You know, he's content flying up there now.
I think that's the first time Isaac has taken hit point damage ever.
Gosh.
This corpse slightly recoils from Amanus in particular. So she's going to bounce. It's actually going to then move down here and bite at Miss Vampire.
No. Miss.
Bad tactics.
Aha, I'm back. I'm gonna
You
strike him.
you just took a sentinel strike, so you know.
Oh, I just did. Oh, damn it.
You did hit with and got some good damage.
Hey.
Then claws against Miss Vampire.
Yes.
And a Constitution saving throw.
It's 9, but that might not matter.
That's +5 from Amanus, I assume.
That is not included in the episode. It would be 9.
Well, Ciel, you become paralyzed.
Okay.
As the
No
claw
problem.
digs into you, and suddenly your nervous system just locks up. You are paralyzed for 1 minute, but may attempt a new save at the end of each turn. Or when you've been eaten. Speaking of being eaten. Miss Vampire.
Yeah, that hits.
And a Constitution saving throw from that one.
Oh boy.
As Miss Vampire, as it bites into you and its like glowing teeth bite into your flesh, your wound begins to glow quite brightly, and you feel your vision start becoming hazy as you're paralyzed there. As everyone sees CL's eyes start to flicker slightly with a slight light of their own.
Yeah, no. Let's re-roll that. I reckon.
Very well.
Has run out of its designated attribute. What?
Do you have
Apparently, you
any
ran out of charges for the day.
I've got 2 charges. I've used it once.
Apparently, you didn't. Apparently, it wasn't properly rested before.
It says 1 use. 1 out of 2 use. What? Whatever.
Yeah, it says you have 0 out of 2 charges though right now
What?
because your charges are tracked on your front page next to your attributes.
Oh, it's there. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Whatever.
That's where it's actually looking for
I
it.
reset it. There we go. Reroll.
CL, please re-roll your Constitution saving throw.
19.
We do not see a light emit from CL's eyes.
Only darkness. It's clouding.
Instead, you can get another claw.
I mean, it's a auto crit while I'm paralyzed.
Oh, it is an auto crit while you're paralyzed, isn't it?
I think so.
But you're not
It's
paralyzed,
Yeah.
are you?
That's
As long as you're
correct.
hit.
She was paralyzed. The first roll paralyzed. The first
Any
attack.
attacks creature is on a critical hit. If attack is 5 feet.
Oh,
So
I
the roll
didn't
that
see
she
the
just did, was that
first-
not...
Oh, I wasn't here for the first
She was,
one.
she was paralyzed by the first ghoul, and this is the second ghoul attacking her right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
I wasn't here for the first one. Oh, alright.
Yeah, it's a crit.
I don't have a way to roll critical damage, so I guess double that.
So 16. Okay, I'm down.
It can't sneak attack again, so I can't double that bit.
Great. Great.
Well,
Healer down.
As the corpse is particularly ravenous today.
But I'm already undead. I'm one of you.
Only partially.
Do I need another save for that attack?
No, because that one was claws, and you can't be more paralyzed than you already are.
Okay.
Claws are paralyzing, the teeth does something else. You hear a blood-curdling scream in the... Yeah, blood-curdling scream. As the sound of a commoner dying happens. This corpse has been removed. Aminus.
Alright. Well, these creatures have down seal and they eat corpses, so probably good to get rid of them. Corpse number 2. We can get the 13 hits.
Just barely a hit.
Alright. Then it'll take 17 damage and we'll pop a an extra smite on top of there.
It still stands, unfortunately for you. So,
11 radiant on top of it.
it is dead.
Yes, has holy fire surges through it. The one running south of me then will take the next swing. Yes. 5 to hit, 16 damage, and we will smite him as well. Oh wow. 7 extra radiant.
As you stab into it. Despite themselves seemingly have something weird radiant going on, they still take full damage from it.
Yes. And he'll move here.
Okay. This corpse randomly got struck by light. As it lets out like a hiss and squirl, and then like building. Because it got struck by lightning.
Yes.
And you don't know what it's doing now.
Oh.
Inside the building.
Oh.
My guess is murder.
This commoner escapes the map. This corpse is dead. You hear a loud thumping noise, just like as if someone was banging against a wooden door or something. This
Maybe
commoner,
someone is banging on a wooden door.
Like where?
as
Like in the
uh,
building?
from inside the building.
Right.
This commoner also. Ciel! We haven't done one of these in a while. Ah. One success. This woman looks ready to, like, cast out some big spell, then notices almost all of them are gone.
Welcome to my world, sister.
You will move over and unload another magic missile. Downing the glowing men. She has like a slightly pained expression on her face as she does this. Clearly, she knew the person in life, but same time, now is not the time for getting sentimental. Okay.
Can I stop rolling dice at some point?
At some point.
What the fuck?
There's no combatants left around you. You can see a few very distant corpses, though.
I do.
Underneath the storm cloud. So.
Yeah. This will start by moving up. Yeah, it is gonna have to be this, isn't it? This is the way. Ceres will then face step her way over here. Yeah. Guess
Over
that.
where?
Just 30 feet further east.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then
Nothing stopping you.
and then she's gonna join the storm. Her own storm. I think that captures the most. Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
4 of them and some difficult terrain.
Two of the glowing men just fall to the ground. Glowing white blood just going everywhere. For the number 10, took.
It unsettles me that they die so easily.
We don't let them any of them do anything yet.
I know. I'm gonna keep it that way if I get any say in the matter. But
There
yeah,
we go.
that's my turn.
Ice Storm completed.
Yep, it is now difficult terrain there.
Can end your turn yourself this time instead of me skipping.
I
Because-
shall do it. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Let's see. 10, yeah. Let's finish off that corpse over there that has his heel a bit tied up. Hopefully. Advantage. Not a crit, at least. Sneak attack.
The corpse isn't alive. Oh, that one.
Yeah, this one. This one over there.
Yeah, I forgot there was still one ghoul.
There we go. Then I will cunning action dash. See if I can get in. Can I open this door as part of moving, or
It would be a bonus action or an action to open the door.
then never mind. Take a peek at the front here and see what I can see. Okay,
Creatures.
60 foot. I can see in the window. Is it intended or not?
It's a window.
Can I see what's going on in there? Anything? I don't want to see one
You
glowy.
see one of the glowing men moving northward.
Alright. That's my turn.
Isaac, the Red Hawk.
Isaac is gonna fly over here. 60 foot
There's a red
flight speed. Here's a red owl, it's true. See what's up over there, and then rain down some lightning
On whom?
on this guy.
Very well.
It's a DC 18 dex save.
Half.
He makes it. He takes 10. Or 9, one of those.
The rounding did 9, apparently.
And I do have an action. I can't cast more spells. You're still gonna circle action dash to take a peek around. See nothing of particular interest. That's good. That'll be my turn.
Just more creatures. Corpse is down. Glowing man is down. This one is also rather unhappy because there's lightning raining from above. Dash
I heard
is
it's a really good idea if you stand next to a friend.
This Ravenous corpse has an interesting conundrum. Does it eat the horse, but risk getting struck by lightning, or does it try to get for cover? I think horse. Ah, poor horse. Well, claws didn't hit, but bite did. Necrotic Mr. Horse, what's your constitution save? Oh, fine. Amanus.
Well, I'm finding myself a bit out of position, it seems.
Dying CO at your feet, all creatures down.
Yeah. Can I lay on hand seal or would that kill her?
No, I'm not weak to radiant.
Very good. Then Amonas will lay on hands on seal as an action.
She's not weak to radiant, she just takes normal damage.
Oh, good. Just turns into an ash heap. It's like, oops, oh dear.
She can't be turned into a zombie that way, though.
True. How much hit points are you missing?
All 63.
All of them?
63. Well,
Yeah, the correct answer is just all of them. So
Amnas will then.
But keep in mind that I'm paralyzed, so I don't want to spend everything on me.
Sure. You know what? Sure. How about we give you 10 just to stabilize you?
Thank you.
Yeah,
you are
heal 10.
you are on the floor and paralyzed. Well, you're not actually. Technically, you're not. You're still just standing up and paralyzed.
I don't think I can do anything about the paralyze, unfortunately.
I can, but I'm paralyzed.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
that is the problem, isn't it?
It is.
You better just hope you succeed at your saving throws when your turn comes round.
Yeah, sorry.
I guess I should make a saving throw.
You should have made one for last turn while you were dying. Yes.
Plus 5 for me.
It's a con save.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Plus 5.
13. Oh, what, 12?
You will not be paralyzed when you wake up.
Wonderful.
Yay.
There we go. Alright. Amnos will then run as fast as he can, which is not very fast. He'll get
Like it's a big
here.
farm.
Yeah, it's a big farm. Gosh damn it. Goddamn peasants and their big tracts of land.
Oh, Amnos, you want a lift?
Is that a literal offer?
Maybe.
Yes. Fly me away, magical skybird.
You hear a loud crashing noise.
Yeah.
Where?
Inside the building.
I need to get in.
Quick, before they reorganize the feng shui.
Yeah.
Be a right headache in here, real quick, if you don't stop them.
Oh, attack of opportunity from Vickers there.
What passed me?
He walked right past you.
One of the glowing men just walked right past you.
Yeah, no. Also, it's outside of my turn, so sneak attack.
It doesn't take the radiant, but it does take the.
Yeah.
Fine, they have barely a hit points.
Excellent.
Now Vickers has a glowing white puddle next to him.
That's fine.
Terrified by the silence.
Oh, what's the worst?
Everything. Everything is
Undead, I suppose.
yeah. Wholly undead. Like, come on.
Yeah, they're full of holes.
Mr. Red Talon,
Yes.
you see creature climb up onto the roof and start with almost the same kind of creepy proficiency that CL can.
That is creepy. CL is creepy, but
Oh,
in a good way.
You see this pale corpse, a super long lashing tongue that's also glowing. It's kind of hanging on top of the roof. See, it just kind of glares at you. It just sees you flying up there.
Good at him.
Ooh.
Imagine with how big the owl is, it's more like a whoo.
Yeah. The bassy owl.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As the pale corpse, unfortunately, can't do anything currently to the owl, But everyone else. I mean, essentially, Isaac, can you give me a perception check for me?
I can. Does it involve sight
It does.
or hearing? Actually, also just very good. Perception. Apparently, I have expertise in perception. That doesn't seem right. I should have +9 with advantage. Let me re-roll that properly because I don't trust that. Which would make that. I mean, I don't know how to make that advantage now, but 28 is already pretty good. Yeah, 28.
So what you see is the pale corpse up there, looking out over some of the people approaching, and then just its colors almost seem to fade as it seems to just almost like blend into the backdrop.
Million.
You can still make it out, but it's really difficult to see.
Okay.
It's in this tile. But the others can't see it.
You can tell me. In your mind.
Miss Vampire, you have been.
Sure, Isaac will mention something about the thing having like chameleon properties. It's blending into the darkness.
Alright.
I will stand up and I cast a healing spell on myself. In third level. Healing 17. And I guess as my bonus action, I'm gonna give a bardic inspiration for Amanas. End of my turn.
The mage woman is going to go ahead and do anything to help someone else here. She's going to go and move to here and look to Amanus, who obviously, has been helping slaughtering these things.
Trying his best.
We'll discuss who you are later. As she puts out a hand towards you, and you see a wispy wind appear around it as she tries to cast a spell on Amanus.
Okay. Well, she's helped so far, so sure.
Magic missile.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only spell you know she can cast so far.
Assuming he's under attack, he will strike immediately.
I mean, technically she's in range of you, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, you could. It would provoke, and then
See what she
Yeah.
casts first, but she's in counterspell range as well.
just hit her with like max smite. Hey, so okay then. Alright, fine. You may live.
And she drops it as a free action.
Yeah. Oh.
You
Such a
let's you
power
travel to
move.
the middle of them and then drops it.
It really is a free sort of stun, really.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You do
as
if you don't like.
the woman offers out a haste spell onto you.
Sure.
As you feel this arcane wind blow around you. You can see the shattered piece of mana crystal falling to the ground.
Hmm. He's an addict, I see.
Oh, you hire multiple of them in your court.
True.
Weak people. Need to be filled with the Holy Spirit like I am.
Your Holy Spirit is yourself.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I do need to add something else to initiative, but it's fine. You can take your turn because it's not rolling a 32.
Hmm. I wonder. Yeah, I totally could. I totally could. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Everybody's favorite fireball. We'll avoid the house, I reckon.
Can avoid the house.
Yeah, so it doesn't like catch on fire, I think.
How responsible.
Yeah, you know, Ceres hears that there's probably someone in there that's not undead, so let's put it there.
Oh god.
Just lightly singeing the woman's hair in the process as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, occupational hazard. Oh, no. What are you... What? I pressed undo and it undid my move. And the ice disappears as well. Is Amonos going to be able to reach that corpse? Yes.
He's
Bit of
hasted, so
haste these days. So.
He's hasted too, so I believe in him. I haven't
I
actually
mean,
moved
he has
30
double speed
now.
and he can do the extra dash as well.
Yeah.
So.
So, alright, I'll go here and call it a turn.
Okay. So that slam while I was here that happened, was that upstairs or ground level?
ground level.
All right. This door looks open, so
It is. You've seen
Yeah.
multiple creatures walking through it.
I see that here. To see what's going on. Oh, I see something there. Okay. How much should I move? Yeah. Cunning action. I can't go through things, right?
You can't go through the enemies, no.
Uh, or I could attempt a teleport. Could. I will try that. I'm gonna use my what is it called these days? Psychic teleportation. Yes. I just need to roll above a 2.
Teleport to knife.
Yeah, so fish out one of my knives. Alright, I can go 50 feet. I'm just gonna plop myself here. So I can't see anywhere else.
Yep. As you teleport yourself down.
Yep. That is all my available. Wait, no, it isn't. I moved, teleported. I can attack. Yes. I will attack this glowing man in the back, around the corner here.
Sure.
With advantage.
Is that a? Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Oh, is that a miss?
That's a hit still,
That's a hit still. Okay, then.
as it just has the AC of the commoner it was born from.
Yeah, sneak attack on top.
To have the health of the commoner I was born from as well.
Yeah, not much more than it.
Yeah.
All right, good. I didn't see anything else in the room because I didn't have time to. I just saw this, so hopefully there's nothing else in there. But he's standing here blocking the way for now.
The,
and
yeah, the
that's
door
fine.
beside you has been completely smashed open.
Yeah. All right. I'm done.
Burp. Burp.
I am muted. Hello. All right. Isaac
Hello.
wants to try something that is probably not going to work, but it would be funny if it did. I can vaguely make out the pale corpse on the roof of the mill here.
Yep, he's on the roof of the mill.
He wants to fly by, grapple, and throw him off.
Yeah, I guess make. What'd you do for grapple? Was it athletics or is it just an attack?
It is a strength athletics.
Okay.
So he'll do like a flyby. He doesn't provoke, so even if it misses, it doesn't do anything. I cannot because I'm colliding with the mill apparently.
There for your thing. You'll be in reach.
So
You'll have to drop down to at least 30 feet.
yeah, I've got plenty of movement. That's not an issue. So does a 16 hit?
Does that have to hit AC or?
Actually, wait, it is.
Or is it opposed?
Contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics. The target chooses the ability to use.
That looks like a
That's a
success
failure.
to me. On your half.
He's grappled.
He's also revealed again because it turns out he's now in your claws.
He's gonna just get dragged off and dropped.
Where are you going to drop him?
Well, I can fly like 10 feet up still. I think I have the movement for that. And then just drop him like here.
So he's going to drop from 40 feet because you had to lower down 30 to grab him up to 40. So, okay. He takes 16 damage and hits the pavement.
And he'll also take a lightning bolt to the face.
While
I'm bullying this corpse. Failure. For amazing 21 lightning damage.
he seems more sturdy than the other corpses you've seen. But ow. And he looks angry up at the giant bird.
The owl looks pleased and hoots. Actually, giant owls can speak. Except the only language they can speak is giant owl. So
Though technically, since you're wild shaped, you keep all your intelligence and everything, so wouldn't you keep your languages for this purpose?
It is a mysterious and noble language.
You couldn't still speak it. So, I don't think.
If it's an actual language it speaks, then it's fine, technically. I feel like.
I feel like owls actually being able to speak language is a bit weird.
I mean... But yeah, well, this ravenous corpse is going to move this to bump into Vickers.
Yeah, I mean,
Presumably you don't let him go through.
I don't let him go through, but does he move out of my range? Because that's what an attack of opportunity is in this system.
Yeah. He doesn't move out of your range, he's more like he bumps into you like, oh.
Yeah, no, I'm blocking the way to this room.
He's going to try and slash at you.
Sure.
Sadly, he doesn't get his pack tactics advantage because invisible, so it's just neutral.
Yeah. AC isn't that great though. Well, I mean, a crit also. Yeah. What? Sorry. What's that?
Do you see the attack?
What?
I saw. Huh?
Hey, hang on.
It shouldn't have a sneak in
No,
there.
I can't.
It does have an ally next to it.
Oh, it has an ally next to it. I did not see that.
No advantage, but it has an ally adjacent.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, I'm probably definitely failing my concentration save. Is this
Wait,
all
doesn't
at
it
once
have
damage?
disadvantage because?
But it has
No,
a
it has
button
pack
tactic.
tactics apparently. So
So yeah, it's a normal roll.
All the
Right.
all of them so far you have found have had all of the ravenous corpses have had it.
Well, how do I
That's
take
heavy.
damage? This is weird.
You should just be able
Okay.
to, just be the most left-hand button on each of them is 4 damage.
So what's that? A DC like 20 something concentration save? Like what's that? Because you have to add it up and divide it.
I don't.
Yeah,
So
it's
the
DC
sneak
10 or half the damage, whichever is higher.
is sneak
Yeah, but
attack the same source though?
I don't
Yes.
know.
I think it counts all as one source for.
It counts as one source.
I
Okay.
took. Hold on, let me check.
You like do like 21?
I took
22?
41 damage, so
Yeah,
it's a DC
then-
20
Yeah.
con save. So
Go.
no, I'm not making that. So I lose concentration.
Oh, also make me a Constitution save because you just got bit.
Sure. No, I'm paralyzed. Probably.
That is not the paralyzing. Athicus, you find your wound is glowing very brightly. Sickeningly bright light emanates from your wound. Which, how much damage did you take? 41.
Yeah. Lot.
Just fucking explode.
No, but your maximum hit point is now reduced by 41.
Fuck.
I have a solution to this if you get out.
As Vickers sees his eyes are slightly flickering with like a white light now. Your skin slightly more pale.
Alright, fuck the house, I'm bombing it.
And the ghoul can't do this.
Yeah, that's a
No,
hit now.
advantage.
Yeah, they do. It's a hit.
Just 8. It can't do sneak attack because it's already done that this turn.
And Constitution save again.
Yes, now versus the paralysis. Which you succeed.
Did you take the damage of 41?
Huh?
Did you take the 41 damage already?
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
but then
he
I
did
got
it-
drained for 41, so
Yeah,
my
his
max
maximum
health
hit
is
point
back.
I
Yeah,
see how his
yeah.
health bar got up.
Yeah.
But,
I
like,
can
that-
help you if you get out of there.
I'm not getting out of here, no.
I mean, you might, but you might become one of the glowing things.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do not die. I can revive you too, but I need to touch you for both actions.
This ravenous
Try my
corpse
best.
has he's pretty content right now eating this horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like he's just gonna continue eating the horse. I think it's a dead horse. Yeah, the horse is dead. Well, it's been occupied.
Alright, Operation Save Vicus has been initiated. Move up here, slam open the door.
It'll be a action or bonus action to open it, if that's okay.
Yeah, bonus action. And continue my movement in here. We will strike against this glowy man. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. 19 damage then, yeah. And then we will continue with the haste extra movement up here, and then take my bonus haste action to attack again against this corpse. 20 to hit, 19 damage total. We will smite. Get rid of this. With a level 2 spell slot. For 16 extra radiant. Yeah. And then continue
Choo-choo.
the step here. Is this next to Vicus? I can't really see.
Yes, it is. It's through the doorway.
All right, then I will strike it with my halberd.
Or
For
actually, we'll close there.
second attack. 25 to hit for 22 damage. We will smite on top of that as well.
Owie.
23 radiant damage.
Oh. Alas, you glorious bastard.
Well, when I get haste, you see, I've become quite
you're-
efficient.
So you're saying the mage witch outside did a good job.
Well, it doubles my attacks and also doubles my speed, which allows me to become somewhat of a whirlwind.
Yeah, maybe you should take my stopwatch then. I don't have really have.
And I have reach, so
That was a pretty effective turn.
Yep. I'm done. As Amnos just speeds away, just kicks like the door just flies off his hinges in splinters as he just comes in a storm into the house. You can just hear the crackle and like small lightning hits of sorcerer in there as Amnos just grimly cuts down anything and everything around Vegas. I'm done.
This is going to try and get up from prone. And is going to very quickly dash away from the bird and the lightning. Using its bonus action to dash. Hello, Mr. Talani.
Oh, hello, friend.
Are you interested in a claw?
Not really.
Oh, have a claw.
Um. No.
What do you mean, no?
Wisdom save. It pops out of existence.
Ah!
And also waste a spell.
Does it come back?
It will come back. When is
No,
it?
it's just
At the
gone
start of its next turn, it'll come back.
Like Ceres was about to get a claw right to her like face. It's just like, poof.
She just like she does like that dismissive backhanded gesture, like backhand swat, and it just disappears. Like that's a problem for later.
Hello, Miss
Well.
Vampire.
I shall move here and Eldritch Blast this Ravenous Corpse 10.
Sure. Yep. Yes. You blow it to pieces.
Continue my move there. I will give Bardic Inspiration to Ceres. End of my turn.
The mage woman seems thankful that there was no longer a ghoul in front of her. As she looks to you. And it's going to go ahead and... dash inside the building. At this point, the only thing left is the pale corpse, which has been kapoof. So I mean, yeah, there is that one eating the horse. I don't think that one's going to be the biggest issue right now. I mean, sure, it's just done with its lunch, but Isaac is just going to lightning bolt it, death, I presume.
I presume so too.
And we'll play it out, but it's just there's not. I'm letting you know, there's not much left except someone who needs to repoof. Mr. Flavio?
Yeah, Ceres doesn't want it to repoof next to her, so
Into the lightning.
yeah.
It's just a storm cloud. It's a friendly cloud.
I mean, not for the ghouls.
Friendly cloud. She's gonna Misty Step just to get a little bit further away.
And if you wanted to, you could Misty Step onto the roof.
Um,
You want to be that far away, but
it's fine. It's fine.
onto the porch is fine. It's good
Can,
then.
can Sarah see the corpse from here?
Which one?
The one that's in this timeline.
You see the one in the stable.
Okay, then Ray of Frost. Minimum damage. Nice.
This will strike it,
Almost. It's just low. Whatever.
Mr. Mercy.
Well, it looks like this is handled. Down here, where roughly was it? There, okay. Alright, I will cunning action attempt to hide. And then as a readied action, I will basically attack whenever this thing appears again. As my standard.
The burb.
All right, Isaac, as a bonus action, will shoot some lightning against this guy over here.
Sure.
Shoot some lightning.
As is your right bird.
DC 18 a dex save for 23 lightning damage.
Ow.
And then I reckon I have enough movement to just do like a flyby,
I mean, yeah, probably.
like here, and then go back up 10 feet again. I'm not gonna count exact squares, but I feel like it should work. For some talents, 19 for 8 slashing.
Rude. You slashed it.
Also, it was in fact correct that the owl has expertise in perception. I didn't realize that.
Sometimes that is the case.
Owls be perceptive.
Yeah, very.
This corpse who just got slashed is going to go ahead and use its expert leap ability.
Oh no! Can jump.
As it was described earlier, they could leap up about 10 feet.
Oh no.
Nice.
And it will make an attack. Claw.
That is a miss, thanks to my magic items.
Which is good, because it tried using the paralyzing claw on you before it falls back onto the ground.
Yeah, please don't.
Sadly, it can't make a multi-attack on you, because it can't leap 10 feet in the air again. So, it's just sitting here like, oh, I missed. It tried.
All right. We seemingly have one threat left. So, Amanus will leap out the window.
Sure, I'll have to do that for you because it won't let you, but...
Yeah, he just crashes through the window. Lands here, moves up with his haste action, and slashes at that corpse for a 17 damage. Oh, can't make it. Go here, and I guess just glare menacingly at that thing.
I mean, there isn't anything
It's
left
dead.
to glare at.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
dead.
it's that. I couldn't see
Yeah.
the scope.
There's
The
just
only one left is the thing out of existence.
yeah. That's coming back now.
Doo-doo-doo. It reappears. Vickers frozen knife.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, just in range. Perfect. I'm hidden, so I have advantage, which is fine because I can get sneak attack. 21. Ah, almost.
It lives.
Well,
Oh, that's freaking
start.
rude.
yeah.
Oh, it's running?
Oh, it can try.
The point is, it books it 80 feet that way. dashing through the cornfield.
Yeah, I mean, even I can get a firebolt on it next turn.
Well,
I
I
feel
will
like
see
it's
if I can
dead.
skill steal it.
I
Yeah.
mean, Ciel, make a pot shot if you want.
I mean, I can move like closer and get Eldritch Blast on it.
It had 2 hit points left. Your first
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast strikes it in the back of the head.
Yeah, like blows her rapier.
Nice.
With that, silence descends on the farmland.
Does Rikas look like very sick, unhealthy,
I
radiant?
mean, Vix's eyes are slightly glowing like the glowing men, and his skin and clothes have all like been drained of color.
Oh, yeah. If Seal sees that, she's gonna rush over. Assume you're out of combat, John.
Yep, combat can be out of initiative now.
Now, because stay still as I use these diamonds on you.
Well, I'm not going anywhere.
Raid the restoration.
Which is in fact how you have to clear this. So
Ceres looks to Amanas and says, "One of those almost touched me."
Who has a huge gash in him.
as
Yes,
as you cast that Ciel, because the color returns to you and the light fades from your eyes.
Incredible restoration.
As you gain back the missing hit points, though not the hit points themselves, just the max. And suddenly the wound, which didn't bleed before when you got hit, now just gushes out all the blood it should have bled if you got normally hit.
Oh.
I thought that was supposed to help.
Yes, you are no glowing death. You are just an old man. Now, stay still.
Wow.
You just still.
Sure, let me just bleed on the floor, shall I?
There you go. Have a good wounds.
Thank you.
Ablas will lay on hand himself up to full hit points.
I bet he will.
Have a second one.
Thank you.
Ceres will
No,
go upstairs, I guess.
Potions.
You can head upstairs, where you see the maid woman just having executed 2 more of the farmers who were turned. She kind of turns to look back at you with a grim look on her face. You know, she's executing people she knows.
Hmm.
I don't know who all of you are, but you have our thanks regardless. I'm not sure if I could clear this place by myself.
Ceres looks out of like a window, I guess. There's well, firstly, my name is Ceres. We are from the Ashen Ascendancy. And what exactly?
The Ashen who?
Oh yeah, you live in a backwater, don't you? What are these things? I've seen undead, but I've not seen these kind.
These are what we've been referring to as the Fallen. A ghastly situation. Here, help me clear this place up and I'll explain it to your group as a whole.
She'll nod and say, address the big guy in the dread-inducing armor as Your Majesty. He is the king, after all.
She doesn't have a look of respect on her face per se, but she has a acknowledging look of, she's going to do such.
Mm-hmm.
Like she has no idea who you guys are.
All Ceres cares about.
But she will follow protocol for the people who did help save what was left of the place.
There's a child in here I caught a glimpse of. Can I let this child
There's
out?
a child.
A child.
I swear I saw a glimpse of a
There,
child.
there was in fact a commoner boy in there. There was also one held up upstairs, but that's been dealt with by the woman.
Was.
Oh.
I mean,
Is it
rescued.
dead? Oh.
Right, is this one alive down here?
They are indeed alive. They locked themselves in that
Oh,
room.
okay.
No, she looks at Sarah's, her eyes wide. They were turning. I swear, I could see it in their eyes. I had to burn their faces off.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
Sarah's just nods sagely and is like, yes, you will be a fine apprentice.
Yes. Good, yes.
Gonna basically knock on the door and be like, "Hey, you can come out. It's safe."
Hello, child.
You can certainly do such, as well as help her remove the corpses from the building.
Yeah, help her. Yeah, absolutely.
Because having a building full of corpses is not the best.
No, I agree.
Still use mending to clean, I think.
That's what magic is for, though. I'm just gonna sit here on this seat.
Sarah uses prestidigitation to clean her own clothes from the blood that splattered on her. Not her blood. Zombie blood.
Could you clean mine too? I kind of gushed all over the floor.
Of course, Vickers. Anything for you.
Thanks.
Nice.
Oh God, it's like a fireball. Oh, wrong spell.
Honestly, I click on myself and everything is so bright. When it's
Because your
like,
dark vision just make everything amplified.
yeah.
Everyone else gets like nice moody lighting. It's all amplified for you.
I'm like, oh!
Oh, this is quite cozy, actually.
But she lights the place and invites all of you to sit down for a moment as she catches her nerves.
Sia will ask if they need healing.
No, I am quite all right. They only managed to slightly penetrate my wards, but not enough to hurt me. Though in large thanks due to your efforts. Are you quite all right? I saw you nearly perish out there.
I will just sleep over it.
As you see her go over cabinets and like put on a small kettle, start boiling some tea. Isaac casting some dark vision on himself.
Yeah, he would have had that like beginning of our day here, but I forgot.
Fair enough.
Does Seal
Also-
have dark vision?
This
Yes.
does not exactly help.
I mean, I'm not human. I have dark vision.
Amanas has
Poor
dark vision as
humans.
well, right?
I have dark vision.
Yeah.
The majority of the group has dark vision.
Silly
Always
hoonies.
always pick a race that has dark vision.
I
Yeah.
have
Play
my owl goggles.
Oh yeah, you have goggles.
Oh, it's true.
I also have owl goggles.
Yeah.
That's called being an owl.
It's that weird bearded guy with his owl head on. It's so weird. I wear an owl head. Yes, Isaac. Yes, you are.
Does Isaac ever do that thing that Maui does where he's just half shark? Shark head.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, they should do with a shark head.
Yeah.
Friend?
Not yet, anyways.
Hello.
I like that movie. That was a fun movie.
This is a good movie.
But as the group sits down, assuming sits down, look at Isaac at least.
I'm gonna stand by the
Sarah's
door.
Sarah's sat down.
But she will go ahead and bring who are sitting a small cup of tea.
Oh, that's lovely.
Sure.
And she steels her nerves slightly. To introduce myself, my name is Rowena. a local practitioner of the arts here. Doing my best to get by in, well, in what realm we have. As she looks over each of you, though does lock eyes with Ceres for a moment. Ceres, you do get the sense that she is quite the practiced practitioner of the arcane. You can't be exactly sure how strong, but given, like, you saw some proficiency when she was casting before. It was quite obvious to you.
Oh, perhaps a really quick interjection. Those people who ran away, are they just gonna get lost in panic, or should we go look for them, or do you think they'll return eventually?
They will return eventually. I know where most of them are going to go hide.
Good.
I managed to get most of the town, most of the outskirts here into safety, but, well.
We weren't aware that there were any surviving human settlements left in this, well, blighted land.
You'll be surprised. There are several of us still booming. The small town nearby is still doing quite well. We paid in the last century. We've, she said the 10th century. Yeah, in the recent times we've been paying fealty to orcs, but they've been letting us live by on return for tribute of a share of what we grow as crops.
Oh, makes sense, I suppose.
Serfdom for labour, yeah.
For the most part, they've even been providing protection most of the time.
Looks at the piles of corpses outside. Uh-huh.
Something slipped through the gaps here.
Yes. As I was saying to your colleague, she looks at Amanus pointedly, and then saying, "Your Grace."
Yes.
Sarah's like winks at
What's the quote from Baldur's Gate 3? You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
These, what you witnessed outside, we refer to as the Fallen. As you understand, not all in the lands are particularly fond of the machinations that the orcs have created and the devastation that they have wrought. Some groups took it out of their way to try and find an answer to that. A small cabal of witches have in the area, well, that was their response, protecting their settlement. With undead they infused with, I don't know exactly what, but if I'm to guess, somehow infusing undead. She almost looks like she wants to vomit from it with angel blood.
Can Ceres like ponder this and think, like, fuck, like understand sort of what they're dealing with, looking at the corpses and from her description?
You can see if you can make a religion check if you want to try and understand what's happened here.
Ew, religion. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
extra gross.
You have Bardic, didn't?
Ah, that's true. Who knows? 21, I guess.
If only because of inspiration somehow coursing through. You comprehend what's being said. You've heard of undead being infused before with abyssal power. That's how the first, almost in a sense, the first ghouls were made.
Right.
But to infuse with angel blood? Firstly, that means you have
You have
slaughtered angels to do this.
Fuck.
But to achieve that effect, you have no entire. You don't. If you hadn't seen what's going on outside, you'd have no idea what reference point, like what that would do. But given what you saw outside, it appears that this has resulted in a very corrupting light. That the light literally corrupting and burning out the soul of whoever ends up being bitten by these creatures.
Man, I'm getting Shadowbringer flashbacks. Or is it just me?
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Some overload of light.
Yeah.
We need our cute cat boy sorcerer to save us.
We do. We do.
Grahatia, where are you?
Maybe
As
she's
it-
actually a cat girl in disguise. Who knows?
Hmm.
Where's the
As
ears,
it's-
lady?
Makes
As
an
it-
illusion of cat ears over Ceres.
Do you have any idea how this is actually achieved? Because anything I know about any of the magical arts, this would be impossible.
I don't know exactly, given that, as far as they're concerned, I'm the enemy working with the orcs. They won't exactly let me anywhere near to find out. Though never before have they come out to attack one of our settlements. They've always waylaid the orcs. This is different. This is unusual.
Wait, so if witches have summoned them, they would have to direct them.
I'd presume so, though these ones didn't seem to be directed by anyone.
Have they lost control of these?
It's possible what ended up occurring, perhaps in one of the skirmishes. Perhaps one of the orcs killed one of their senior necromancers. And well, in turn.
In which case, the fallen are going to fall upon anyone in their way.
That's the best I can guess. As I said, they've never attacked our settlements before. They don't have an issue with us, per se. They have an issue with the orcs. And their unwillingness to die, which I'm sure you have already have knowledge of. If you wish for more information, well, you're always free to go visit the witches yourselves if you're so inclined, though I don't recommend it.
Why not?
Because you'll be facing more of the fallen. And if one is fully turned by them, I do not know of any way to bring someone back. You had seen what they had done to the other townsfolk here.
Do you know exactly where they are located, where their nest is, so to speak?
My current foundry a bit. They have they use one of the old towers that is dotted along the southern mountainside. Though the area has now become entirely swamp since the flood.
Okay.
But they use one of those towers as the main headquarters of these witches.
Well, if you can point it out on this here map.
I'm going to very quickly have to log out of my foundry and log back in because it's not letting me see anything. So 1 second.
Okay.
Good luck.
Hopefully let me just do this without booting you guys out. I don't know if it will. I did. Perfect. Yes, let me go ahead and grab that for you. As I have revealed a hex for you on the map.
And this is where this
That's where the witches have been held up.
this covenant. Alright, cool.
They've been using them to protect their local settlement on the other side of the river. Again, it's rare we see them out this far. Don't know why a bunch of...
I don't know.
But also reveal some more information for you. They have a small human settlement nearby you can inform you about. And yeah, the settlement in question over there as well. If I may ask, who is the ascendancy that I supposedly have in front of me?
Ah, Ceres has this prepared. She will.
Take a pamphlet.
She'll say, in your presence is His Radiant Majesty, High King Aminus Zeal, of the Ashen Radiancy, once Radiant Empire. The King in the North, Defender of Sorkai, and soon to be Slayer of Orcs, I suppose. Slayer of glowy zombies as well.
So it makes like a smaller map where they would be, the capital would be.
Destroyer of the false count.
Yeah, sure.
She looks at the map.
Liberator of Elsend.
She looks at the map you project and looks confused.
Deposer
just
of the
fro-
Inquisition.
Isn't that simply frozen wasteland up there?
Nice.
No,
You should
there's
see Sorkai.
multiple cities now.
Hang on a minute. Ceres dives into her bag. Here's some, pamphlets. Not propaganda.
Do these come from the printing press?
Yeah.
Have little pamphlets to spread around. Come to Sorkai.
Well, we did. We had something.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did,
so
yeah.
Ceres has those. Like,
Yeah.
for when she goes to other nations,
Yeah.
then she could spread some little, like, come to Sorkai, live in Sorkai, and it's, it's,
She looked.
it's
we
got
need to
the
get, like,
walls, the warded walls and everything.
we need to get these English street urchins to like sell them on the corner.
Yes.
Hello, Gov.
I mean, the Mercier could do something about that.
I reckon I could buy out an orphanage to do that for us pretty cheaply.
we are
Yeah,
building an
I am-
orphanage.
I am saying street urchins are an untapped resource.
Oh no, I believe you. Street urchins are very useful.
He looks at the pamphlet with some, like, almost like a morbid curiosity looking at these.
Ceres will continue. I am Lady Ceres Talania, the ambassador, diplomat, mage, whatever. This is Lord Vicus Mercy. This is Isaac. Red Talon. Quite like the name, really. And Seal. Ceres looks over to the door. Says, and we're quite friendly.
Yes.
Well, I certainly, if nothing else, you have certainly proven your abilities here. That much cannot be doubted. Though I doubt you'll win over the hearts of everyone immediately, despite your admittedly impressive rhetoric. She just kind of stares at the pamphlet right now. Like, she has an appreciative look, but she's also rather baffled by the concept of handing out a pamphlet.
Ceres will nod.
We're very, very modern, cutting edge.
Very cutting it, yeah. Ceres will nod and say, unfortunately, we're not really here for hearts and minds at the moment. I think that will come after the orcs have been dealt with.
Well, you have much to. If that's your intention, I can wish you luck, but you're going up against an army of near unkillable things.
Ceres pulls out another pamphlet, this time about the the golems. Like it's one of the war pamphlets that had the golems on the front with some soldiers in front of them. She'll hand that over and she'll say, "We have those too."
Is this a depiction of what your regular infantry units look like?
The men are infantry, and we do possess golems used for warcraft.
I'm gonna need you to roll on this.
Oh, Ceres is telling the truth.
It's true, though you are stretching it slightly, but roll me persuasion.
Can my illusion be aided?
I'll let your illusion be an aid, sure.
29.
Propaganda.
She looks... She bites her lips slightly. She looks at, like, the illusion of the golems, though.
Ceres looks to Seal. Oh, include Hyperelder. We struck the alliance with them. Yes, and also, of course, including our own. The High Duke has put his are putting his own men towards the fight against the Orc invasion.
With no offense to Sir Duke over there, but his forces have been attempting to breach Blackwood for half a century.
Well, he didn't want to get his own hands dirty. That's where we're different.
No, he really had our aid.
Yeah, Ceres nods and says, "We are aware of the Duke's shortcomings, that as well as the Empire to the southeast. But we strike. We were the ones that overthrew the Duke in the north for his corruption and his stealing of babies in the night, and we've taken land and rocked the Empire, and now we look to the east, where the people need us the most."
Even Ceres give you a dubious look.
Ceres
side-eye.
has complete poker face.
She will hide her look.
As stretching as your rhetoric might be, she does seem to be nodding along to your words.
Yeah.
An unexpected development, to be sure. Did he go for painfully?
Who, the Duke?
Yes.
Horribly.
Yes, it's by illusion.
Yeah, his own elementals turned upon him.
Excellent, the bastard deserved it.
And his daughter, the mage, that was so horribly corrupted by the elemental forces that she plagued upon, also died rather horribly. We personally made sure of that one.
I know nothing of her, but... very well. She seemed to smile a little bit, thinking about the Duke's demise.
Yeah, so what she's saying is that kind of a big deal.
I appreciate that much. While I cannot guarantee anything I cannot guarantee anything necessarily from the local communities, I will pledge my support as trying to help my best I can with your work here. If there's anything you'll need, I will attempt to help.
I mean, as much information on the map as you possess is splendid.
As she nods a little bit. Well, there are some points of interest for you to be made aware of in the local area. The Orcs have set up a border force on Go for it. Okay, let me see. There it is. God damn it. Foundry is not liking me toggling to my GM view. There we go. They have set up a small border fort up on the hillsides, guarding the northern pass in. The south has been entirely... the southern part of the pass here has been entirely flooded through, with a great area of swampland. Obviously, we have the local settlement just a short way away from where you are now. But most of this area is relatively safe on the immediate bit. She have immediate bubble around the hamlet down here. If it's the Orkshire after, though, they are much, much deeper in. I've not visited myself, but to my understanding, they should be somewhere on the far eastern side of the river beyond the mountain range.
How much control does the Horde actually assert? We were led to understand that they were more of a rampaging, well, almost like a force of nature, just surging and being destructive. The fact that there are actual people here, and seemingly, well, no, if not thriving, at least surviving, is somewhat surprising. So how organized are they? Is there centralized command structure? Is there some sort of...
It's... while in haphazard in places, there is definitely a command structure to them. Though I fear it's difficult for me to try and explain the command structure to it, as I'm not entirely sure most of them understand their own structure. But there is definitely some sort of structure to it. The Warlord definitely exerts his influence down through what few lieutenants he has. His power definitely gets put... his power is definitely projected, though perhaps not unilateral. There's plenty of infighting, as you'd understand.
Yes.
My understanding, the Bloodstone's personal forces, there will be on this side of the river.
Does he have different areas that different commanders or sub-commanders of his legions control? Has he created what is in essence fiefdoms, local leaders, such, or is everything just concentrated around him?
There are different points of command within his realm. He kind of leans over the map slightly. After the unsettled times occurred here, and the great flood deluged through, he ended up having to delegate out some of his authority to his various lieutenants. One of which just keeps an eye on the local area down here, battling with, well, the Witches of the Fallen. He can be found in the local border fort. In the more blighted wastes, I know they're performing some sort of research, though who knows exactly what, but with some kind of strange magics. I personally suspect the involvement of, I'm not sure, perhaps a hag of some kind. They're performing some sort of strange experimentation out in the blights. Over here. Revealed you the site of a crater up there, where supposedly something, though she doesn't know the exact details, it was before her time. Apparently something large fell that they've been studying.
Something large fell?
Something rather large apparently fell.
Yeah, Rift's wings.
Okay.
Other than that, it's hard for me to tell you exactly where to look for certain things, but I know they have another commander on the far northern side who has been charged with keeping the old High Duke out of this land. I believe they're held up in the old cathedral on the far northern plains. So I can only imagine what that looks like. And then they have some kind of ritual ground to the far east beyond his main stronghold. But I've never been able to get that far. Though I presume if you follow the river, you'll be able to find it. All in all, though, yes, the warlord and his 4 lieutenants seemingly have decent control, even if his lieutenants are fighting each other non-stop.
Alright.
She kind of looks over each of you. Is there something more that would help you to know? Though I, again, understand that the Orcs won't exactly let us head deep into their heartland. They usually keep us in our local settlements, or try to.
Well, as Lady Talaniel said, the more information you can put on our map, the better. Well, help us in our continuing endeavors.
And she'll reveal the site of the cathedral up there, where she knows another one of the lieutenants is.
Yeah.
But she can't identify where the last one is.
And the tower where the witches hang out.
Down
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, on the hex map they're revealed.
Yep.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay.
So I'll go ahead and add some text notes for you as well, if it will let. And yeah. She knows the main stronghold for Bloodstone will be on this side of the river. But she doesn't know exactly where.
Right.
But it'll be on some side of that river there.
East of the
just
river,
can't.
north of the mountain range.
Mm-hmm. She can't get past the border fort or the swamp to investigate. As yeah, a lot of the south has turned to swamp at this point.
Well, it seems to me that the witches are a problem that should probably be dealt with.
It sounds like they're doing some ritual in the crater right now. Trying to do some
Well,
more stupid shit.
Orcs are doing some ritual in the
Oh,
crater.
the orcs are. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The orcs are doing some ritual in the crater. The fallen witches are down in the south there.
I have a feeling the fallen witches have fallen.
They might be, yeah.
What was here, Dark? I can see that it's.
That was the capital of Hammerwatch.
Oh, okay.
That was the provincial capital. Though she'll look rather confused on her map as you mention this.
Right.
There's no city there.
What?
There's definitely not any city there that I've seen.
Brilliant. Hammerwatch is missing.
I mean, it's an old map.
It is an old map.
So I wonder if going to the witches and then going north through the mountain range.
Do we want to even deal with the witches? Isn't we like against the horde? Their own undead way.
I guess. Depends on if we want the people on our side or not, I suppose. Otherwise, I'd say we try sneak past the fort and go straight to that crater. I think we could learn quite a bit there.
The one other thing she can actually reveal, because she is very impressed with you, is that if you're looking for individuals who aren't really paying fealty to anyone, there is actually a small hideout in the mountains where a small town the orcs aren't aware of is operating.
Oh. That could be very useful.
Which I've now revealed for you.
Okay. I suppose it's a question of if we care about the witches.
I think what they have shown here is problematic, to say the least.
Yeah.
Sacrilegious.
I think...
Yeah, not very... I mean, this is not exactly very religious, but this has upset him. He does not like the idea of divine power being infused in corpses like this. This seems wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Ceres's outlook is more that, like, the use of magic, like, this is whatever, but once it's out of control, and, like, yeah, it's out of control, and something needs to be done about it.
It's clearly weird evil magic, turning the forest into swampland.
And it
Can't have this
spreads.
hanging around.
We
and
can't.
Spreads.
We can't have that spreading.
No, we
So-
can't. We can't do anything with swampland. Like, that's not good for anything.
No, but we can't. We can't have a zombie horde spreading.
This
Oh.
Can
the Rowena will look to you. The swamp predated the witch's arrival.
Oh,
Oh, sure.
sure, alright.
The swamp's been there for longer than I have been here.
Sure. Well, maybe it's a natural swamp.
Wasn't there before on the map, but
Maybe something happened with the river.
Maybe.
Maybe the witches moved there because of the reason for the swamp, not the other way around.
A dire beaver has dammed the river.
Maybe.
I mean that would do a thing.
Yeah.
The river is
Yeah.
supposed to flow northwards. If someone dammed it, it would flood.
Is it a dire beaver?
Yeah, a dire beaver.
Interesting situation, nonetheless, for you to consider. Either way,
Yeah.
Rowena will also offer you all once. As it stands, the corpses are mostly cleared. She can offer you board if you would like to, if you would like somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then once the remaining townsfolk slowly flock back in, they'll even be willing, they'll help cook up like proper food for all of you as the rescuing heroes.
Least they can do, really.
Exactly, and thankfully the orcs won't be here for a couple of days, so they don't have to hear about this. Additionally, Rowena will help heal up anyone who is injured if anyone still is.
Yeah, but I can just leave over with it. I will heal with that.
Okay.
But I will set the private sanctum over the area where we're gonna sleep.
Yeah, that's fine. She can basically lend you one of the houses which won't have anyone living in it right now, and you can just private sanctum the whole house.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you have found yourselves an ally here. And they're of a competent caster.
How long have the witches been here?
The witches have been here, by her knowledge, when she thinks about it, about 20 years?
That's pretty damn long.
Hmm.
How many witches?
No idea.
Hmm.
All she knows is that the town down there has been using the fallen as essentially guards to keep the orcs away.
They're in such a defensible
Are
position
they-
as well.
Are they actual, are they humanoid like these witches, or are they hags? Because we...
To her knowledge, they're just people.
Hmm,
Maybe
Even
aided
the
by
otherwise.
hags. I don't know.
I don't know. Witches, I mean, hags can have a coven, and witches certainly have covens, so...
So go fuck up some witches?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably take a look at that.
Ceres makes herself a tiny hut.
You have been given a house, you make an entire tiny hut on top of it.
Just a tiny hut inside her room.
Inside the room. Okay.
She wants to be comfortable, damn it.
Alright.
And
Yeah.
feels secure in, like, if she can't be fireballed while inside.
There we go.
of it.
I've given you a few. I've marked out all the locations with little markers for you.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Just anything for us here to investigate, or is it just the rest of the sort of...
It's basically the
Right.
rest of the farm that turns into basically a small hamlet.
Alright.
If you desperately need supplies, obviously you can go there to try and trade with them, but the orcs do have a fairly strong watch on the place.
Yeah, no, we're fine, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
Otherwise,
so
avoid it if you don't want to have a chance. Don't want to bump into the orcs guarding the place.
we'll go like here, and then like keep
Yeah.
moving towards the witches.
Keep to the south as much as we can without going through.
Yeah. The orc presence only gets stronger as you go kind of northwards here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The witches have pushed the fallen witches have pushed the orcs out from control from any kind of hold in the swamp.
Yeah.
Which one? A swamp is a pain to invade anyway.
Mm.
When you add in positive energy zombies,
That's very odd.
when their one weakness is negative or is positive energy. Sorry. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you noted, incredibly defensible position, being across a river between two mountains.
Very.
Yeah, you guys are all able to take a long rest. It is peaceful and safe. Some of the townsfolk seem a bit nervous about you being here because the orcs might retaliate, but Rowena makes sure that they have to keep a tight lip.
Yeah, see, if they don't say anything, there won't be any trouble.
The townsfolk seem to be looking to Rowena quite a bit for guidance there.
Mm.
Yeah, can imagine.
Makes sense. She's one of the few people combat worthy enough to help take on these things.
Yes.
A haste spell can do a lot.
Well, she can cast haste. She could probably cast fireball, and then that'll do.
She definitely can.
That'll do a fair bit to protect the farm.
She has access to a decent number of spells.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we take a long rest, and then we will set out towards the witches next time.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think we want to continue too much today because I know it's getting later for some of you.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed your first session setting out here into the Blackwood.
Mm.
Yeah.
Big combat. You want to talk to these witches, see what that's about.
Some of the stakes have been laid as you see how things have become a bit corrupted out here.
Send forth our own 2 witches to talk to them.
Which one are the witches?
Yes.
I mean, one who died and one who did the propaganda.
I think you will. I think you will have a lot. Yeah, you could probably talk them down. Make
Yeah.
them submit to the crown.
Yeah, I reckon I could. Yeah. Yeah. The fun thing
So
about
glad I
having
didn't die.
that additional attunement slot is that I've had this ring of truth telling just sat around, so
Sure.
that could be even
Aha, you
easier.
cannot tell when I tell lies or truth.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You are not allowed.
Well,
Yeah,
I can tell if someone's lying to me easier.
No, you cannot. Mind shielding.
Oh well, yeah, you.
I hope you've enjoyed the session. I'm sorry to I'm sorry, Isa, but yeah, it turns out those ghouls were going to gang up on you,
Oh yeah.
and they were
If-
going to just slam you to the ground.
If I went, if I went down, interesting thing would have happened.
Do you have a contingency cast on you?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Contingency fireball.
No. The ring of mind shielding can hold a soul.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So my soul would be in the ring of mind shielding.
And then you
we
transplant her soul into a golem, and
Yes.
We got Revivify
Mecha
though.
seal.
Have that golem pilot a bigger golem.
Yes.
In an airship.
That has been done before.
actually, yeah, just transplant her soul into the airship.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. My next character is an airship,
An airship, yeah.
an airship artificer.
You
Yes.
you might have a little bit of issue with buildings, but we'll deal with that later.
I just bombard it from above.
I mean, there's like a drone operation. But yeah, my conscience is that my soul's going to my mind shielding ring.
All right.
And
enough.
as for Vickers, hey, you got half transformed into a fallen.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, I saw it again. Vickers goes off on his own. Gets
Yeah.
murdered in a corner.
I mean, statistically, I was at a good spot, but it's me, so.
Rowena will explain to you though that yeah, if you basically have all your hit points drained by those things, you are turned, and to our knowledge, there's no going back from that.
Also,
Good.
So, Isa, just in case you worry too much, Ceres does have a scroll of Revivify that Amanas can use.
Yeah, I know.
so
It's only one.
I mean, yeah, but you will come up.
Yes, I know. But there's a conscience like if the 1 minute passes, my soul goes to the ring. So there's a way of resurrecting me for. I can only do 4 more Red Restorations. I don't have enough of material more than 4.
Rowena will also explain that to answer something which because you were worried about exactly what do those very weak fallen do when like they hit something. Yeah, their energy drain doesn't have a save on it. That just happens when they hit you.
Do they use like possession?
What's that?
Do they got possessed? Possessed, make them be ghosts.
Make them be
Ghost?
zombies.
Yeah, a ghost. Take over the body.
Maybe the plague spreads with them somehow.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I worry that it does spread because they were commoners. Like she knew the people, so
Yeah,
I
as
think
it stands,
does
those were
spread.
people. Those were people who got bit by the ghouls, transformed into a fallen.
Yeah.
Radiant light sickness.
I wonder if they
Pretty
turn
much.
from fallen, like those
Fallen
glowy
can create more
fallen.
fallen if that's what you're wanting to know.
It's like actually Radiant Empire, like almost like bioweapon, you know.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, the fallen can create more fallens.
The zombie plague. Christ.
It's a rather dangerous scenario.
Just a bit, yeah.
Thankfully, the original undead involved are harder to create, but as you saw, the fallen weren't particularly hard to take out. Thankfully, it's just yeah. If they hit you, there goes hit points permanently. Which is bad. But yeah. If you have more questions for her, you can feel free to pose them to me between the weeks. She'll do her best to answer. Otherwise, we will see you next time. Except for Sheep, who I believe will not be here.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
All right. I
So
muted
be
you, by
it.
the way.
But unless someone else also calls out, we'll still continue as normal, if that's okay.
Okie doke.